road ahead here in just a moment. Our game's your way all season long. Panthers fans, build the perfect plan for you with our 24-25 Panthers Flex plans. Choose the best combination of games that fit your schedule. Go to FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK for more information on Flex plans and to secure your game day seats today. SeatGeek road ahead. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Panthers seats. Panthers home on Saturday at 7 against Ottawa, as I mentioned. Then after that, they won't play again until the 22nd. That's 2 weeks from Saturday when they welcome the Seattle Kraken to town. The Panthers' next road game will be just shy of 3 weeks from tonight. It'll be on Tuesday the 25th in Nashville, which oddly enough will be the last game outside the Eastern time zone for the Panthers this season. A one-game trip to Nashville, and then it's right back to Sunrise for a Stanley Cup final rematch, if you will, against the Edmonton Oilers, 7:30 on February 27th. That's a Thursday night. You don't want to miss it. FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PUCK to get all your Panthers tickets. We'll get to This Day in Panthers History segment here in just a moment, folks. Get ready for the Panthers Winter Classic, the unforgettable outdoor action as your Panthers face off in a historic showdown with the New York Rangers. Mark your calendars for January 2nd, 2026. Join us for a truly iconic event. Time for hockey like you've never seen it before. Go to FloridaPanthers.com/Winter Classic for more information. So the Panthers and the Blues tonight. Let's turn the clock back. This Day in Panthers History is presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Check out the Panthers Virtual Vault, FLAPanthersVault.com, presented by Baptist Health, to browse all moments in Panthers history. We turn the clock back to February 6th, 2003, a game played in Pittsburgh. So this day in 2003, 22 years ago, it was a Panthers 6-0 blowout win of the Penguins at the Igloo. That night, the Panthers' goal scorers were Ivan Mayeski, Nicholas Hagman, Marcus Nielsen, Christian Huselius, Matt Cullen, and Olli Jokinen. The penalty summary was rather lengthy that night. Looks like after it got to 4-0 Panthers, things got a little out of hand between the two teams. Even Roberto Luongo got a goalie leaving the crease minor penalty, as did Sebastian Caron, the goaltender, at the other end for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So things got heated that night between the Panthers and the Penguins, but the Panthers came out on top. 6-0 was the final, and I mentioned Roberto Luongo, a 28-save shutout for a young Roberto Luongo that night, 2003, against the Pittsburgh Penguins. This Day in Panthers History is presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Check out the Panthers Virtual Vault, FLAPanthersVault.com, presented by Baptist Health, to browse all moments in Panthers history. It's the Panthers and the St. Louis Blues tonight. Panthers Plus half-season pass available now. Stream all locally produced Panthers games and the first round of the playoffs on the go for only $39.99. Don't miss any of the action. Catch your counts by going to PanthersPlus.tv today. Go to FloridaPanthers.com/how-to-watch for full channel listings. You want to listen to the radio broadcast every game? Download the Panthers app. Hit the radio button in the top right corner of the Panthers app on the main screen. You'll get our broadcast each and every game. Takes all the guesswork out of it. And guess what? The Panthers app's free. The broadcast is free right there on the Panthers app. So can't get a better deal than that. Folks, we're going to step aside. We'll come back. Kevin Rogers is going to take you through what's going on across the rest of the National Hockey League. I mentioned Toronto's playing later on tonight. They're obviously putting some pressure on the Panthers for that top spot in the Atlantic Division. So he'll tell you about that and more coming up in just a couple of moments. Panthers and the St. Louis Blues from St. Louis here this evening. Doug Plagens with you. Kevin Rogers back in our network studios. It's the Florida Panthers Radio Network presented by Baptist Health.
Have you heard about El Car Wash? The official car wash of the Florida Panthers. For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good, drive clean.
The championship meet is in full swing at Gulfstream Park. Come to Hallandale Beach and experience the best in live horse racing action Wednesday through Sunday, featuring world-class horses, trainers, and jockeys. Plan a day at the races with our expanded schedule of events all winter long. Enjoy the races outside at the Carousel Club, or head upstairs for fine dining and an elevated track view, 10 Palms Restaurant. For stake schedules, reservations, and tickets, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right, the deal is finalized and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team. Make pet care stress-free with Pet Meds, official partner of the Florida Panthers and trusted platform for pet health. From puppies and kittens to seniors, Pet Meds offers top brands for healthy foods, flea and tick prevention, medications, and more. Every order comes with a surprise for your furry family. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit PetMeds.com and use promo code Panthers for 20% off site-wide. Pet Meds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives. The Cats are hot. Want to catch your Florida Panthers this season? Choose our games your way with our Flex Plans. Build your perfect plan and get the ultimate flexibility. Flex Plans are customizable ticket packages starting at just 10 tickets that offer savings on single game pricing and offer Stanley Cup playoff presale access. For more information on Florida Panthers Flex Plans, go to floridapanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK. That's 954-835-PUCK.
This is Panthers Preview on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Panthers Preview continues. Kevin Rogers with you. The Panthers in St. Louis tonight against the Blues, wrapping up this short two-game road swing. Then Saturday hosting Ottawa before the break for the Four Nations tournament. And as we take a look now at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard, JetBlue, you above all. And speaking of those Senators, they're in Tampa tonight. They were in Tampa a few nights ago. And they remain there for a couple games with the Lightning. And the Senators right now trail 1-0. They lost 4-3 back 2 nights ago, so trying to get some revenge here tonight. But not working so far. Jake Gensel is 27th for the Lightning to get them on the board. They're up 1-0 with less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. They've reached the first intermission in New Jersey. The Golden Knights and Devils are scoreless. The Capitals, with an Alex Ovechkin goal in the final minute of the first period, they have tied up Philadelphia at 1 apiece now through the first period there. 26th goal of the season for Ovechkin. The Blue Jackets, an early goal in the first, and that's held up so far. They lead Utah 1-0 at the first intermission there at Nationwide Arena. The Wild won. The Hurricanes 0. 13.5 to go in the first there in St. Paul. Minnesota was shut out the last 2 games, so they get an early goal there. Everything else coming up later on at 9 o'clock, the Avalanche and the Flames. They meet in Calgary. The Flames at 26-20-7. Colorado at 31-22-2. The Maple Leafs, who are 1 point back of the Panthers for first place in the Atlantic Division, they continue their trek out west. They're in Seattle tonight against the Kraken at 10 o'clock. Toronto at 32-19-2. Seattle comes in at 23-28-4. And wrapping up the night at 10:30, the Canucks and Sharks meet in San Jose. Vancouver at 24-18-11. The Sharks 15-34-6. And Vancouver off a win over Colorado a few nights ago, so they're trying to get a little bit of momentum there in the Pacific Division. Coming up, we will hear from the head coach of the Panthers, Paul Maurice, also the head coach of the Blues, Jim Montgomery, long time with the Bruins, got let go this year, and then got picked up by the Blues immediately, and he helped turn them around for a bit, but still St. Louis comes into tonight's action at 24-25-5. The Panthers at 32-20-3. We'll hear from the head coaches coming up. Also have starting lineups and scratches and a hockey game from Enterprise Center in St. Louis. It's the Panthers and the Blues coming up in just a bit right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amarant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly. Hey Panthers fans, looking for an unforgettable group experience? Team up and score more with Florida Panthers group tickets. Whether it's for corporate outings, school trips, or a fun night out with friends, nothing beats the excitement of live hockey at Amarant Bank Arena. Get exclusive benefits like ticket savings, priority seating, and access to VIP experiences. Don't miss out on the action. Secure your group spot today. Visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK to learn more.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
There's a problem if you drink and drive a boat. It never just affects you. Boating under the influence is illegal and dangerous. Save lives by staying sober. Learn more about Florida's boating laws at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the FWC Division of Law Enforcement.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Welcome back to Panthers Preview on the Florida Panthers Radio Network. Presented by Baptist Health.
Welcome back inside Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. Doug Plagans with you. Kevin Rogers back in our network studios. Folks, you've witnessed history. Now prepare for an encore. The best moments are worth repeating. Your renewal is your ticket back into the action. Don't miss your chance to reserve your membership to the latest chapter of Panthers hockey. Renew your tickets today. FloridaPanthers.com/renewals. Let's get into our pregame conversation with Panthers head coach Paul Maurice, presented as always by Celsius Essential Energy. Celsius is the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. And as we get into hearing from Panthers head coach Paul Maurice, he begins here with his thoughts on the loss in Washington on Tuesday.
A couple of good kills to start. What I like, we gave up, we're chasing not chasing the game. We give up a goal. Our game was right. We didn't change it, tied it. And unusual. The shorthanded goal hurts you in your overall quest to win the game, but it didn't change your game. We were fine. You don't like the third goal at the start of the second, because we never do that. We never turn a puck over at the offensive line like that. So it's not get a 6-on-5 goal. A lot of unusual things, but that seems to be the same thing that happened the last time we played those guys. Our analytics tell us we played them 5-on-5, but we lost the game. So we're still learning. Every team's different. You have to have a little bit, not different plan, but certainly an awareness of where their strength is. They countered quickly on some mishandled plays and then some poor decisions, I guess, by us. We could probably play a little tighter game against them, but we really didn't give a whole heck of a lot up. I loved our penalty kill stand at the line. And then we'll move on to the next one.
You talk about the next one here in St. Louis tonight, and wanted to ask about an individual first. Nico Mikla broke in with these guys a few years back and just crossed over the 300 games played mark in his NHL career a couple of games ago. And you always hear with defensemen that's when a guy really starts to get it, I guess, as an NHL defenseman. It's a tough position to learn. What can you say about his evolution, the guy you have now that you've had for a couple of years, compared to maybe what you knew of him before he was a Florida Panther?
Yeah. But interesting about Nico is that he was on our radar. When I say that, Bill Zito's radar from his time here. We liked him a lot, and then we went to New York and didn't change our opinion. So we've been watching him for a while. You're right about it. It takes defensemen a while. Once they learn the game, then you get to see their personality in terms of how they play come out. So there's a whole learning curve to playing defense. Part of it is how your team plays. So he played on 3 different teams, which is a lot early. And then now he's comfortable in the way he plays the game, and we'll start to see that. What we love about him is the intensity he plays at, closing the gaps. He is so consistent with that energy that you can say it's his base personality. That's how he comes to the rink every day, wired to play. Huge personality in our room, and because he brings it out on the ice. We would say he's prototypical of what we would try to look like on our back end.
You had a couple games here before a lengthy break. Tough. You don't usually have the 2-week break in season. What's the emphasis on these 2 games? One road, one home, coming up on Saturday to have that strong finish before the Four Nations face-off?
Yeah, well, that's it. We want to push to this point so we can go in with more in both these games and leave it all out. I think the players that are going to the Four Nations, this is just going to be a continuation for them. Everybody else knows they don't need to be rested in 10 days. They can go flat out here as hard as they can. I think both teams will feel that way. And
in mentioning both teams, what do you expect here tonight against a Blues team that does have a good bit of experience on its roster?
Well, it's the back end, right? Right. You're 100% right. They're as better in the team as we are, and their back end has got an awful lot of games in the NHL, and they're also fairly dynamic. They're up the ice, they're down the walls. That would be consistent with the way Jim Montgomery coached the Boston Bruins. They were a 4-man rush team. If you can handle that rush, you're in good shape. If you don't handle it, they're unusual. I'm not going to lie to you. They've got some stretch to their game. They've got some dangle to their game, so they'll make plays, and they're capable of doing that. We just got to make sure that on the defensive part of our game, we don't create the environment that becomes a problem for us.
Conversation presented as always by Celsius Essential Energy. Celsius is the official energy drink of the Florida Panthers. Panthers fans, time to join the rush for the inaugural Cats Cup. Register your team for the largest street hockey tournament in South Florida, presented by Verizon and Coors. Join us at Amerant Bank Arena for 2 full days of hockey, March 15th and 16th. Whether you're cheering for your future Panthers or just love playing hockey, the Cats Cup has something for every fan. Sign up now at FloridaPanthers.com. Folks, we're going to step aside. We'll come back. We'll have the scratches ahead of tonight's matchup, as well as the scouting report presented by Gulfstream Park Racing. We'll get the view from the Blues perspective. We'll hear from Jim Montgomery, the Blues head coach, as well as Blues center Braden Shen. Coming up on the other side, we'll find out how the opponent is approaching tonight's matchup. Panthers and the Blues from St. Louis. This is Panthers Preview on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
South Florida, one of the latest and greatest from Celsius is a balance of 2 iconic flavors, kiwi and strawberry. 2 vibrant and delicious flavors that dance on your taste buds. Refresh your energy with 0 sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Attention sports fans, when it comes to your health, don't just play defense, make the winning move with Solstice Dental Insurance. Whether you're looking for a PPO, HMO, or discount plan, Solstice has you covered. Our unique comprehensive dental and vision products ensure that you get the extensive coverage you need, all at an affordable price. With a national network and top-tier customer service, Solstice is your go-to teammate for championship smiles and clear vision. Join the winning team. Call Solstice today, 877-760-2247 or solsticebenefits.com and score big on your dental insurance.
Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amerant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly. Tabañero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabañero today at any concession stand at the Amarant Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor. Original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabañero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabañero.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
I love the ocean.
Me? I love a slow winding river. I love the lake. Slick as glass.
But nothing compares to what you love inside the boat.
My family.
My child.
My best friend from first grade.
If you're behind the wheel of a boat, pay attention. That way your favorite water will always be safe water. Learn more about boating safety at myfwc.com. Brought to you by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
South Florida, flavor this tasty is no mirage. It's Celsius Sparkling Oasis Vibe, and it's one of my favorites. A delicious combination of prickly pear plus lime. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Welcome back to Panthers Preview on the Florida Panthers Radio Network. Presented by Baptist Health.
Welcome back inside Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. Doug Plagans with you, Panthers and the Blues. Tonight, let's get your scratches presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Out for the Panthers tonight, Jonah Gadjevich. He will not be in the lineup. Mackie Samoskevich draws back into the Panthers lineup. Missed the last few games. Was out with an illness. Back in there tonight for the Panthers and will be in the starting lineup this evening. On the other side for St. Louis, no Alex Texier, no Mackenzie McEacher, no Tyler Tucker. Those are your scratches tonight, presented by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. Let's get to your pregame scouting report, presented by Gulfstream Park Racing. Experience the thrills at Gulfstream Park with year-round thoroughbred racing. Go to GulfstreamPark.com. And while we find out how the opponent is approaching tonight's game, here's the head coach of the Blues, and he's a familiar face because the Panthers played Boston a couple of times in the playoffs over the last couple of years when Jim Montgomery was their head coach. Here's Jim Montgomery, the Blues head coach, on the matchup against the Panthers.
Well, you got to be ready to play. That's number one. You got to be physical because they're going to come at you. They're going to take away your time and space. They're going to, every foot of ice you got to earn against them offensively. And then, they transition so well as well. I think they're scoring more this year than they did last year. But I don't think they're giving up more, So it's a little bit of a different team, but it's the same identity. They're coming at you. I'm excited to see how our group handles, playing against this defending Stanley Cup champs.
Montgomery, the head coach of the Blues there, he's looking forward to the challenge for his team. Here's Braden Shen, longtime St. Louis Blue and Blues center, and he talks here about what stands out in this matchup against the Panthers from his perspective.
Support, having your skating legs, winning your battles. They're an extremely good forechecking team that come at you extremely hard, and just got to be ready for a good test and be ready to up our battle and compete level tonight. There's obviously Barkov's, through the middle of the ice, good in both ends, and Matthew chucks a motor for him. He gets their team involved every single night, and he's hard in front of our net, and obviously sees the ice really well. So good challenge there. There's lots of guys that we have to worry about over there, but at the end of the day, like I said before, we have to up our battle level and compete against these good teams that work extremely hard every single night, and be ready for a challenging game tonight.
Braden Shen right there, who's creeping up close to the 1,000-game mark. The longtime St. Louis Blue is going to be skating in his 995th National Hockey League contest tonight. Those are just some thoughts from the St. Louis side of things, finding out how they are approaching tonight's game. A pregame scouting report is presented by Gulfstream Park Racing. Experience the thrills at Gulfstream Park with year-round thoroughbred racing. Go to GulfstreamPark.com. Your SeatGeek road ahead. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Panthers wrapping up this two-game road trip tonight. Back home on Saturday at 7 against Ottawa. Hope to see you there. FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PUCK to get your tickets. Well, folks, first order of business, this one here. Panthers looking to bounce back, looking to maintain the top spot in the Atlantic Division. 32-20-3 are the Panthers, 24-25-5 are the Blues. The starting lineups and the drop of the puck straight ahead from Enterprise Center in St. Louis. This has been Panthers Preview on the Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
This has been Panthers Preview. Face-off for tonight's game is just minutes away.
You're listening to the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
The championship meet is in full swing at Gulfstream Park. Come to Hallandale Beach and experience the best in live horse racing action Wednesday through Sunday, featuring world-class horses, trainers, and jockeys. Plan a day at the races with our expanded schedule of events all winter long. Enjoy the races outside at the Carousel Club, or head upstairs for fine dining and an elevated track view, 10 Palms Restaurant. For stake schedules, reservations, and tickets, head to GulfstreamPark.com.
Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amarant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly.
The biggest names in the game.
Quickly in. Here's Giroux going to the net. Shoots one. He scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. KIS HD2 Boca Raton. It's game time.
That's the power play. Chuck in front. Bouncing puck. Jammed it. They score! A power play goal! Carter hanging on the backhand. And the Panthers take the lead.
The defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers are on.
A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Sponsored by Baptist Health, the official sports medicine provider of the Florida Panthers. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers.
Now, let's get right to the action.
O'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, welcome inside Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. Back in on a two-game road trip for the Florida Panthers, looking to bounce back from Tuesday night's loss in the nation's capital. Doug Plagens here with you, Kevin Rogers. Back in our network studios, Jim Jackson's our on-site engineer, and Vlad Lusat back at studio control. Your starting lineups for the two teams presented by SeatGeek. Your ticket to great Panthers seats for the Panthers, coached by Paul Maurice. The starting forward line will be Sam Bennett between Matthew Tkachuk and Mackie Samoskevich. Back in the lineup this evening. On the back end, Dmitry Kulikov and Nico Mikla. Spencer Knight doing the goaltending down to our right when we get this one started. For the Blues, coached by Jim Montgomery, the starting forward line will feature Braden Shen between Jordan Kyrou and Jake Neighbors. On the back end, Ryan Suter and Philip Broberg. The goaltender is Joel Hofer. It's the Panthers in white, right to left. The Blues in blue, left to right. As we get set to begin this one here tonight. Bennett stands in against Neighbors for the opening face-off, and some chatter between the two before the puck drops here this evening. Panthers in white, right to left. Blues in blue, left to right. Off we go. The gloves are off to start this one tonight. Bennett and Neighbors. Bennett locks horns with Neighbors and tries to get that right hand for Neighbors. A couple of rights. Bennett swinging for the fences here. Bennett counters with the left. A couple of rights from Neighbors. Bennett starting to unload on him here. A couple of body shots, and he takes him down. Right off the opening face-off tonight, Sam Bennett getting the better of Jake Neighbors on the other side. 2 seconds in, fighting majors on each side. Let's listen in downstairs.
Floor number 9, St. Louis, number 63, 5-minute seat for fighting.
That didn't take long. Some fireworks right off the opening draw between Sam Bennett and Jake Neighbors. And I tell you what, Sam Bennett is one tough customer. We talk about it so often. A lot of the Panthers' identity coming from the snarl that Sam Bennett brings on a night-to-night basis. And that time he was throwing some haymakers. And I tell you what, Sam Bennett, when he drops the gloves, he looks to make it count every single swing. Here's a long shot from Nico Mikkola. And that one is gloved down by Joel Hofer. 12 seconds into the contest. Your officials tonight, we already heard from one of them. The referees are Justin Kia and Francis Sharon. The linesmen are Scott Jerry and C.J. Murray. And a face-off coming up, far circle down to our left, inside the Blues zone. And Sam Reinhart will take the face-off in the offensive end. They'll lean in against Robert Thomas. And off the draw, Barkov looking for it. Reinhart digging for it back behind the net. Puck swept off to the near side by Cam Fowler. Held down low for Hagee in front. Reinhart to Barkov. Tried to find him at the inside edge of the near circle. The pass just jumped away. Barkov grabs control back out to the line. Forsling across right side. Aaron Ekblad a drive. That one blocked on the way. Goes down to the far corner. Loose back in behind that. Scooped up and fed along here on the near side by the centerman Robert Thomas. In go the Blues. Pavel Buchnevich near side going Holloway. Little out of his reach, and now we have ourselves a stoppage. Looks like an offside call against the St. Louis Blues. 43 seconds into the action here. No score early on. Panthers and the St. Louis Blues. Sam Bennett, Jake Neighbors. Fighting majors 2 seconds into the contest. Your goaltending matchup this evening for the Panthers, Spencer Knight. 10-8-1 in 21 games, 2.49 goals against average. Joel Hofer on the other side, 10-6-1 in 19 appearances at 2.87 goals against average. Anton Lundell will take the face-off here against Matthew Joseph, and Lundell pulls it back. Nate Schmidt, far side Evan Rodriguez. Puck rolls past him into the Blues zone. Immediately sent back the other way by Justin Falk. All the way down to our right, Nate Schmidt back to handle this one. Banks it up the far boards. Lundell able to reel it in. Hands it on for Jesper Boquist. Tapped over the Blues line. And St. Louis will control back inside their own end. Here's Falk up to the near side. Sundqvist tapped along inside the Panthers zone. Batted out, cleared. And as the Blues try and bring it back in, Falk tried to disguise that one at the line after Nate Schmidt had clubbed it out of the zone. Offside call once again against St. Louis. 1:12 into the action. Just getting started here at Enterprise Center. You're picking us up from Enterprise Center. Face off just to our right. Near side of the ice. Head through the Wostarinen will lean in against Braden Shen. Shen pulls it back. The puck dumped down to our right by Philip Broberg. Brings around the inboards. Dmitry Kulikov. Far side, Matthew Tkachuk. Bumped by Shen. Gives to Kulikov. Pass near side. Mackie Samoskevich across center. Looks to the right side. Overshot Wostarinen. He'll track it down behind the net. Now Samoskevich in your corner. Looking in front. A shot. Tkachuk in close. Just missed wide. What a chance that was. Now Samoskevich turns, fires. Shaken away by Hofer. Played back out front. And the passing lane clogged up. Puck taken back by Alexei Toropchenko. Given on to Jordan Kyrou and fluttered down to our right. Inside the Panthers zone, Mackie Samoskevich, a pass out of the zone to get things moving quickly. However, at center, the Blues regather. And Matthew Joseph will drop back inside his own net. Long pass to the inside, leads too far for Nathan Walker. He catches up to it. Gus Forsling at the last second, bats it away from Walker, who made it to the front of the Panthers net. Panthers get it cleared, and the puck eventually swept right back inside their end. Forsling near side. It's put back down low as it went off the centerman Radek Faksa. Out of the far circle, trying. That one goes wide for Matthew Joseph. Falk behind the net. Nathan Walker out to the far front. Long try from Nicoletti, didn't get through. Hit a body out front. And Jesper Boquist will backhand up the far side. Puck goes into the Panthers bench for a stoppage. 2:29 into the first period. No score. Panthers and the Blues getting things going here tonight from Enterprise Center. What does it mean to feel welcome? team at Baptist Health. It's making sure everyone feels cared for and cared about. Here the sunshine for each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health. Well, last road game for the Panthers until the 25th. As the puck's controlled by the Blues, down to our right, back behind the net, brought off the near side by Dylan Holloway. Holloway top of the right circle, bumped off the puck by Mikko. Barkov up the right side, finds Nico Mikko, the one-time St. Louis Blue, up the right side, bats it off the side of the Blues net. Hofer reaches out, and he's got it covered. 17-14 left in the first, no score. The Panthers, of course, will play Saturday night against Ottawa, and then 2 weeks off for the Four Nations face-off. They'll resume action on the 22nd at home against Seattle after that. Panthers will play in Nashville on the 25th of this month. And that'll be the last Panthers game outside the Eastern time zone for the regular season. Face-off, far circle down to our left inside the Blues zone, and Barkov will take the draw. And he'll do so against Robert Thomas. Off the draw, puck pulled back far corner. Cam Fowler there. Will floated high in the air. The puck goes down inside the Panthers zone after Nico Mikkola. Mikkola up the near side. Thomas held it in. Thomas back behind the net for St. Louis. Out to the far point. Worked by Fowler to Thomas again across Colton Parayko. Near point juggles. Does grab control. Plays it down to the near corner. 2-on-2 scrum down deep in the Panthers' end. Coming away with it is Holloway. Out to the line, Fowler. Holloway straight on. High slot. Looks to the far circle. Fed in front. Thomas. Big save made by the left hand. Spencer Knight denies Thomas in front. Got from his right to his left. In the blink of an eye, kicked that left pad out. Was able to make the save, and he keeps this thing scoreless early on. Pavel Buchnevich set up Thomas right across the top of the goal crease, and Spencer Knight tested early in a big way. Comes up with a huge save there. Spencer Knight took a few minutes into this one, saw his first shot against there, and it was what you'd call a high-danger chance. Now here in the near circle, the puck winds up, pulled off to the boards. Oscar Sundqvist tied up, but there to grab it for the Blues, Toropchenko, all 6'6" of them. He'll play it out to the far point. Big try from Ryan Suter. Taken away by Knight. The rebound, they score. Right out in front of the net. Zach Bolduc there with a backhand to jam in the rebound, and the Blues are on the board. Out to Bolduc there after the initial save by Knight on the point shot from Suter that had some heat on it. And Bolduc just got there first. Didn't waste any time, didn't try to get to the forehand, didn't look for a teammate, just took a whack at it and jammed it in. Off the face-off, the Blues control. Again, right to left go the Panthers here. The first Blues left to right. Puck play down to our right inside the Panthers zone. Going to be an icing call against St. Louis. Well, we mentioned it in Panthers preview. It means a lot to every team to score first. Teams are always going to have a better record when they score first than when they give up the first one. But for this Blues team, it's particularly important. They're 17-5-3 when they score first. They're 7-20-2 when the opponent scores first. So it means a lot to everybody, but it really means a lot to them. And tonight, unfortunately for the Panthers, it is the St. Louis Blues who break through first. Kachuk in front, a shot into the Worcester and stopped by Hofer. Far circle, a shot, Ekblad. He made Hofer into the far circle. It's picked up by Kachuk. Ekblad, one-timer through traffic, and a glove save made by Joel Hofer. The big 6'5" goaltender covers a lot of real estate down there in the Blues net and has a heck of a wingspan and was able to reach out and snare that one with the glove hand. Hofer playing in his 20th game of the season, has a nice record at 10-6-1 individually. Face-off, far circle down to our left inside the Blues zone. Etulo Ostarinen will lean in against Radek Faksa. Very good face-off man, Faksa. Nearly 55% on the year. Off the draw, though, the Panthers control. Here's Mackie Samoskevich. Back behind the net, had it poked away. Ostarinen logging a few shifts at center, while Sam Bennett serving a fighting nature. Etulo Ostarinen, a hard hit here on the near side as he took Nathan Walker down to the ice. And the Blues managed to keep control. It's played down to our right, going to be an icing call against St. Louis. 15:51 will remain here in the first. 1-1 is our score. Shots even at 3 here in the early stages. Remember to feed your fandom with the new Panthers sub, only at Publix, the official supermarket of the Florida Panthers. Really can't go wrong with anything from the variety of pub subs they have over at Publix. Off near circle down to our left, and Barkov pulls it back. Reinhardt had it poked away. Uvis Balinskis at the line, across for Nate Schmidt. Behind the net for Barkov. Near side, gives to Balinskis. Rolled away, recovers, and Balinskis will send it wide of the net. Rims around the end board. Schmidt down to the far corner. This one poked away by Nick Leddy. Took a whack at it, couldn't clear. Nate Schmidt, far point. Sends it down behind the Blues net. Hope for the goaltender out to handle this one. He'll swing it off to the far side for Leddy. Missed him there. Schmidt holds it in. Was bumped by Toropchenko. Loose puck far boards. Reinhardt with it, but ultimately it was poked away by Leddy, and Toropchenko eased it out to center. Dumped back in by Uvis Balinskis. Around the end board, handled by Hofer. Near side for Falk. Falk out of the zone. Tipped along by Walker down to our right, and Spencer Knight will field it back behind the goal. Back out come the Panthers quickly. Mikkola will clear, and now Parayko backed up to his own blue line. Buchnevich near side. Dylan Holloway, an Oiler last year. First year as a St. Louis Blue. For Buchnevich down to Holloway again, right corner. Second on the Blues in goals is Holloway. Parayko across far side. Fowler, Holloway, drop pass, and couldn't quite cleanly get it to Fowler. The puck leaves the zone, and now the Panthers regather control. Mikkola far side, looks to dump it in, cruises in offside, and that is going to bring up a face-off. 14:36 to go in the first. 1-0 St. Louis. The Blues have the first one. It came from Bolduc. A little bit of a choppy start to this one. We've had several play stoppages here as we navigate the early stages. 3:31 of the first. If you're scoring at home, the Blues drawing first blood in this one. 6th of the year for Bolduc. Suter and Toropchenko on the assists. Face off far side of the ice, just to our left of center. Right in front of the St. Louis bench. St. Louis, back-to-back home games against the Stanley Cup finalists from last year. They lost to Edmonton in overtime back on Tuesday. And tonight the Blues have a shot at the Panthers. Blues had a 2-1 lead over Edmonton late. Leon Draisaitl tied the game. Connor Brown won it for Edmonton in the extra frame back on Tuesday night. Puck played up the near side, and the Blues try to advance it left to right across your radio. Bolduc will hand one to center, and it's carried over the Panthers line by Suter. Turned over. Back come the Panthers. Sam Bennett, fresh off serving the fighting major. Right side to Chuck. Long shot. Hope for the save. Patted away from the front of the goal by Gordon Kyrou. Into the far corner then. The Blues a chance to control. Brady Shen behind the net. Puck backhanded up the near side. Suter didn't clear. Forsling in front. Bennett, and he just had it stabbed away by the goaltender Hofer. Bennett recovers. Forsling near side. Out to Ekblad. A shot tipped on goal. Hofer reaching out, and he's got it covered with a scrum out in front. Kachuk and Samoskevich digging away. 13:55 to go first period. 1-0 Blues here at Enterprise Center. We'll bring it back for more in just a moment. This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network presented by Baptist Health.
Your fishing gear is loaded, lunch is packed, the boat's gassed up, everything you need for an awesome day on the water. Well, not everything. You should also bring along your boating safety education. So be sure to take a Florida boating safety course. Know before you go. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. You'll have more fun out on the water. You can take a course in a classroom or online. To learn more, visit Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission at myfwc.com.
Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amarant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly. Make pet care stress-free with Pet Meds, official partner of the Florida Panthers and trusted platform for pet health. From puppies and kittens to seniors, PetMeds offers top brands for healthy foods, flea and tick prevention, medications, and more. Every order comes with a surprise for your furry family. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit PetMeds.com and use promo code Panthers for 20% off site-wide. PetMeds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives.
13:55 to go, first period. Zach Bolduc has the Blues on the board. His sixth of the campaign. Just announced multi-platinum rock band Disturbed, rocking Hammer Bank Arena, April 18th. Special guest Daughtry and Nothing More. Celebrate 25 years of the sickness. 2 sets, 1 show. Get your tickets now. SeatGeek at HammerBankArena.com. Face-off near circle down to our left. Barkov against Robert Thomas, and Robert Thomas, not the lead singer of Matchbox 21. The draw and the puck cleared out by Colton Parayko, but that one deflected up and into the seats. And another face-off be on the way inside the Blues zone down to our left. 13:51 to go, first period. Panthers trailing 1-0 to the Blues. Barkov will take the draw once again against Thomas. And Barkov wins it. Reinhart near point, Forsling in. We're going to do it all over again. Face off near circle. Down to our left. Carter Verhaeghe will step in against Thomas this time. Puck pulled back into the corner. Parayko behind the net for Fowler. Up the far side. Holloway didn't get it out for the Blues. Second try, he was able to kick it out with his skate. And then it's eased down to our right, deeply inside the Panthers zone. Behind the net, Forsling there. On the back of the net, long outlet feed, hopped away from Reinhart. Buchnevich takes over at center for the Blues, gives to Thomas. Thomas left side for Buchnevich, missed him on the pass. Ekblad will send it off the short glass and out of the zone, and down to our left. It's picked up by Cam Fowler. Crossed the 1,000 game threshold this season. Puck play down to our right, rims around the end wall. Samiskevich, far corner, leads it on for Matthew Tkachuk, given to Sam Bennett. Bennett through the neutral zone, inoffensively, puck poked away, rolling puck near side. Tkachuk a shot, pad save. Hofer, side of the net. It was given away in front of chance to Tkachuk. Samiskevich rang it off the outside of the goalpost. Blues having a hard time clearing their own zone after that save from Hofer. Puck played out front. Tkachuk, right circle to Bennett. A shot, and they score! And this game is tied. 12:51 to go in the first. A great setup out in front. Sam Bennett got it to the net. It may have been tipped, and it looks like Mackie Samiskevich may have gotten a piece of this one. Either way, the game's tied up. 1-1, 12:51 to go here in the opening frame. Sam Bennett got the shot away after he was set up by Tkachuk. And it looks like it was ultimately Mackie Samiskevich who got the last piece of it. So Mackie Samiskevich, after missing 3, he was out with the illness, back in, and makes an impact here early in the hockey game. Face off from center, Tomáš Nosek. Lost the draw there to Faksa. Puck played up the far side by Suter. Game number 1499 in the career of Ryan Suter, part of that great 2003 NHL draft. Puck played into the neutral zone. Nathan Walker across the ice. Ryan Suter's there. Suter a pass straight on, hopped away from Foxy. Jesper Boquist tied up far side. Suter on it across to Broberg. Broberg into the offensive end. It's dumped down to our right, handled back behind the net by Spencer Knight. Puck played up the near side. Nosek. He'll send this one out to the neutral zone. A.J. Greer across, gets it back. A shot, big save. Hofer, it's loose in front. And Hofer able to sprawl and cover. It was a give and go. Greer and Nate Schmidt cruising in, and A.J. Greer acrobatically stopped by Hofer, got the right leg out, got it with the toe of the skate, it looked like, and the goaltender Hofer coming up with a brilliant save there against A.J. Greer to keep the game tied at 1 with 12:14 to go here in the opening frame. Shots are 10-3 for the Panthers. Following the draw, and the Blues have it. Tapped up the near boards into the neutral zone. Kulikov on it. Transition pass Mikkola to Verhaeghe. He looked up the right side. Pass bounced away, but Barkov finds it off that bounce. Now to Reinhart near side. Reinhart into the near corner. Backhand behind the net. Barkov over to the far corner. Looks for a lane. Hands it over for Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe right side. Spins it to the net. And it's right into the chest protector, which will hope for the goaltender. 11:49 to go. Opening frame. 1-1 is the score. Panthers and the St. Louis Blues. Panthers fans, Baptist Health Iceplex at FTL War Memorial open and ready for you. Register today for public skate sessions, hockey programs for kids and adults, curling and more. Enjoy this brand new community gym in the heart of downtown Fort Lauderdale. Go to FTLWarMemorial.com for all the program details and to sign up. Mikey Samoskevich, his 8th from Bennett and Kachuk. 7:09 of the first. Blues get a clear off a draw inside their zone. Neighbors left side. Blues working around. Shin to the net. Stick save Knight. To the near corner, Mikkola. He will toss it all the way down the ice to our left, and this one will be an icing call against the Panthers. 11:34 to go in the first. 1-1 the score. Sam Bennett now a goal away from the Gordie Howe hat trick. He dropped the gloves with Jake Neighbors 2 seconds into the hockey game. Picks up the primary assist on the Mackie Samoskevich goal. And now he has over 2.5 periods to try and put one in the back of the net. Here's Nico Mikkola. On for Samoskevich. Pass didn't connect. Neighbors takes it away. Far side Shin to the far boards. He'll roll it to the end wall. Samoskevich back to grab it. Gives to Nico Mikkola behind the net. Mikkola got a man on him. Pass it off the near boards. Got the clear. Near side. It's Broberg on it for the Blues. He'll flip it over the Panthers line. Bennett near circle down to our right. Cross ice for Kulikov under some pressure from Shin. On to Bennett then. Here's Sam Bennett through center ice. Looks right. Has Samoskevich down to the right. Circle a shot. He zipped it wide. Had some velocity on that. Here's a shot from Forsling near point. That hit a skate, didn't get through, and the Blues charge out quickly. Bolduc, who has the Blues goal. Right side Sundqvist. Falk, Sundqvist, right side. Back out to Falk at the right point. Justin Falk down behind the net. Loose back in behind the Panthers goal. Grabbed by Ekblad. Backhand off the boards near side. Didn't get the clear. Matthew Joseph in the slot. Will take it off to the far circle. Couldn't get a shot away as Forsling was right there on him. And A.J. Greer picks up a loose puck. Hands it out to center ice. Not the clear, but the Blues will bolt back in. Pumped down by Bolduc into the near corner. Forsling hard by Bolduc on the end wall. Nosek back to help out. Tomasz Nosek here on the near side for the Panthers. Will toss it up the near boards. Out of the reach of Boquist. Did clear. Falk rips it back in for the Blues. 10-12 to go here in the first. 1-1 is the score. As heading back behind the net to grab it for the Panthers is Gus Forsling. Forsling taking his time halfway through the opening frame. Puck play down to our left inside the Blues zone. After it, it's Parayko. Backhands far side. Thomas then finds Buchnevich up the left wing. The puck carried in. Worked out front Holloway to the near boards. And we'll play it down behind the net. It's going to go out of the reach of Thomas. He'll track it down to the far side. Looks out front. Parayko out of the end boards. Bumped by Nate Schmidt. And Parayko manages to hang on to control the puck. Over on the far side, Thomas. In front, Buchnevich. Gives to Thomas again. Robert Thomas across Parayko. Backs off to the near boards. Now along the near side, Holloway. He tried to feed it back up top. Uvas Polinskas took it away. Dumped down by Evan Rodriguez to our left. Deep into the Blues zone. After it is Rodriguez, then Lou Ostarina here on the near side for the Panthers. It's pulled away by Thomas. Doesn't get it out past Barkov. Way down to the near corner. It's by Parayko. And we'll send it around for Fowler. On the rink wide feed, Robert Thomas with space. Pass up the left wing. Overshot Korovchenko. Up down to our right. Back behind the Panthers' net. Korovchenko and Kulikov back. Korovchenko from his knees tried to get a pass into the near circle where he had a teammate. That was Foxa. Couldn't connect with him. And the Panthers bring it out. Here's Verhaeghe up the right side. Verhaeghe had it poked away by Foxa. Loose transition in a hurry. Korovchenko backhand up the near side. That goes down to our right. Into the Panthers zone. Ekblad running too hard by Foxa. Loose puck here on the near side. Verhaeghe back to help out. He's got it. Pass across. Finds Barkov through the neutral zone. Barkov right side. Reinhart. Reinhart out in front. Verhaeghe in. That one is batted away. It looked like it was the forward Nathan Walker getting back to disrupt that. The chancing close. I don't think Hofer got a piece of that. I think it was the back checking forward Nathan Walker who was able to get a stick on that. If anyone did, Verhaeghe was set up and nearly had a highlight reel goal there, but game stays tied at 1. 8 minutes to go here in the first. And the Panthers backed into their own end. Nate Schmidt will walk it along. Cranks it off to the near side. Long feed. Hops over the stick of Samaskevich. Justin Falk down to our left of the Blues. Up the far side, Neighbors. Tapped it along and couldn't get it to Kyrou. Back into the Panthers. Samaskevich in his circle. Powers to the net. And he was taken off his feet. One-handed it on goal. Hofer made the save. Down the line. Schmidt back up front. Kachuk down to the shot. And the save was made by Hofer. Held it with the glove. And that'll take us to immediate timeout as Bennett nearly completed the Gordie Howe hat trick right there with 7:31 to go in the first. Game stays tied at 1. Bring it back to St. Louis with more in just a moment. This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network presented by Baptist Health.
South Florida, shout out one time for the original vibe. The OG, sparkling peach vibe. Deliciously sweet and 100% refreshing. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Every Stanley Cup champion started somewhere. Begin your championship journey with the Florida Panthers Learn to Play. Learn to Play is designed to introduce the game of ice hockey to boys and girls ages 5 to 9. For only $250, each participant will receive 6 weeks of on-ice training from Florida Panthers alumni and USA Hockey certified coaches, as well as a custom-fitted free set of ice hockey equipment that they can keep at the program's conclusion. For sign-up, location, and scheduling information, visit floridapanthers.com/learn-to-play.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Hey, South Florida, raspberry and peach. To be honest, I didn't know these flavors were such a winning combination until I tried them together in a 12-ounce can. Celsius Sparkling Raspberry Peach. Refresh your energy with zero sugar, essential vitamins, and proven ingredients. Celsius Energy Drinks.
Back here in St. Louis, 7:31 to go in the first. 1-1 the score. Panthers fans score big on game day with Stoner's Pizza. Buy a large cheese pepperoni, get one free. Order online at stonerspizzajoint.com using the promo code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Panthers. Online only. Price and participation may vary. Draw near circle down to our left inside the blue zone. Shots are 12-4 for the Panthers. It was Bolduc for St. Louis and then Samaskevich for the Panthers. That's the scoring so far. Doug Plagens with you. Kevin Rogers back in our network studios. Tim Jackson's our on-set engineer. Vlad Lusant back at studio control. Hold back by Anton Lundell. Ufus Polinskis, near point for the Panthers. Poked away. Bolduc now. After the takeaway, he'll cruise up the near side. Rolls it to Sundqvist. A lane right circle shot. Knight got a piece of it. The puck goes off to the corner. And then tumbling into the near corner boards down to our right, Nate Schmidt and Oscar Sundqvist. 7:19 to go here in the first. 1-1 to score. Bolduc has been active for St. Louis here in the first. He has their goal, and that time he forced a turnover at the St. Louis blue line. And the play went back the other way. St. Louis was able to get a pretty good scoring chance from Sundqvist out of it. Sundqvist did score back on December 20th, the last time these two teams played. Here on the near side of the ice, Oscar Sundqvist in the neutral zone. Couldn't advance it. Falk takes over. Far side of the ice, tapped down to our right, inside the Panthers zone by Nick Leddy. Given away by Knight. Shot in close, and a save made by Spencer Knight. That time charging hard for the Blues. It was Bolduc again. Getting in there, and Spencer Knight went to play the puck, and Bolduc just jumped in and intercepted it, got the shot away in close, but by the time he did, he was about an inch or two above the goal line. It was going to be a tough shot on net either way. Bolduc, 17th overall pick, first rounder back in 2021 by the Blues. So showing some flashes here of what attracted him to the St. Louis Blues. What attracted the St. Louis Blues to him. Now down behind the net to our left inside the St. Louis zone. It's going to be picked up by Buchnevich, given on to Kyrou here on the near side. Couldn't advance it. Barkov, a pass across, bounced off Buchnevich, went into the neutral zone. Ekblad sitting down to our left. Around the end wall, near side of the ice in the corner. It's handled by Parayko up the boards, Kyrou. And Jordan Kyrou tosses it out to the neutral zone, catches up to it again before Forsling clubs it away. The Panthers advance it for Hagee, left wing side, Barkov into the offensive end, down to the near corner, looking for a passing lane. Barkov banks it to the near point. Forsling there. Forsling top of the near circle, tried to hand it back for Barkov. This one is picked off, but Parayko can't clear it. Kachuk from below the goal line, tried to bank it off. Hofer put it off the side of the net, and then Kyrou will toss it up the near boards, getting the clear for St. Louis. Sent back along by Ekblad. High into the air. It's off Parayko, and ultimately Parayko finds it, plays it back into the neutral zone. Forsling chops it along. It's off a St. Louis blue. Parayko takes it in the near circle. Pass across. Philip Broberg will lug it ahead. Broberg in over the Panthers line. Rolls it to the net, and sliding across to cover up is Spencer Knight. 5:46 to go, first period. 1-1, Panthers and the Blues here in St. Louis. We'll step aside and bring it back for the rest of the opening frame next. This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My check engine light's on?
That could hurt your gas mileage. The AutoZone free Fix Finder service can help find the fix for free.
This whole report for free?
That's right. Printed and on your phone for free.
But what if the fix is too tough?
We'll recommend a local shop. Fix Finder, only at AutoZone. AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more. And then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Welcome back inside Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. 5:46 to go in the first period. 1-1 between the Panthers and the Blues. Panthers fans, get ready to celebrate your team in style. Whenever the Panthers score 3 or more in a game, you can score 2. Head over to Pliables the next day. Rock your Panthers gear and enjoy a free Panthers Mood Color Bowl. Pliables, your slice of summer, anytime. Face off near circle down to our right. Inside the Panthers zone. If you're just joining us, Zach Bolduc opened the scoring for the Blues, and that was followed up by Mackie Samoskevich tying it up for the Panthers. Back in the lineup after missing the last 3 due to an illness. Into the Panthers, down to our left. Tomasz Nosek took a hard shot from Brayden Schenn. The Blues kept it over on the other side of the ice. Puck played up the near side. A.J. Greer just kept it in at the line. Rolls it down to the near corner, then back behind the net. Schenn will scoop it up for the Blues. Dropped it off, and Broberg taken down hard by Nosek back behind the net. Was kind of caught between Nosek and Greer. Ryan Suter has control. Jake Neighbors then hands it along. Holloway, Neighbors, pass cross ice. Up the wing, Schenn. Wines fires, block it away. Nice Spencer Knight into the far corner. It's Holloway trying to feed Neighbors. Can't get it to him. Panthers get a clear from Balinskis. And into the neutral zone. The Blues regather, but it's given away. Letty coughed it up. Here's Bennett back into the offensive end. Lost it at the line to Falk. Justin Falk for the Blues. Look who's ahead left to right across your radio. It's dropped inside the Panthers zone. Back behind the net. Kulikov tied up. Battle in the far corner. Kulikov back on it. Up the far side. Kachuk to Bennett. Bennett up the far side of the ice. Got the clear. Letty a short pass. Bolduc dropped it back. Letty across Falk near side as the Blues back it inside their own zone. Bolduc almost gave it right away. Bolduc eventually chops it down to our right. Good race for this one. Kulikov to Stefan Sundqvist. He'll get there first. Kulikov here on the near side. He'll send a clearing feed to Samoskevich. Dropped off. Kachuk here along the near board. Had it pulled away. Rolling puck near corner. Bennett gets there first. Tried to center out front, and that's going to be intercepted. The Blues get it out. Matthew Joseph to center ice. Joseph through the neutral zone. Looks to the far side. Robert Thomas on a bounce. He's got it. Looks for a passing lane. Parayko right point. Tees it up. Big glass blocker save made by Knight. Out to the far point. Cam Fowler is there. Fowler, far corner. It's worked out front as Thomas fed Buchnevich. His shot steered away by the goal stick tonight. Puck to the far corner, cleared out by Forsling. And in the neutral zone, Fowler walks it back inside the Panthers in. Up down to the near corner then. Forsling on it. Looks to clear. Buchnevich held it in. They work it back down low. Thomas, Buchnevich, near side. Broberg mishandles it. And Barkov able to nudge it into the neutral zone. He's dumped over. Got a pass to Verhaeghe. Across a shot. And that attempt from Reinhart deflects off a blue. Up and out of play. 3:30 left here in the first. 1-1 the score. Mentioned Cam Fowler. Interesting story there. He was traded to the Blues. There's a holding call down at ice level. Panthers going to the power play. Buchnevich is going to go up. Panthers power play is presented by Publix. Finish the story, though. Cam Fowler played 991 games for the Anaheim Ducks. Was drafted by Anaheim, played 991 games for them, was traded to the Blues, and then his 1,000th National Hockey League game was against the Ducks. Funny how things work out there. A lot of folks hoped that the Ducks would hang on to him just a little bit longer so he could get to 1,000 with the team that drafted him, but that wasn't the case. Panthers to the man advantage. Verhaeghe across. Ekblad far circle. It's Barkov backing off to the boards. Down to the corner then. It's Tkachuk. Tkachuk right side. Barkov along the boards. Holds. Feeds it in front. Reinhart tried to hand it down for Tkachuk. He does take it on the bounce. Barkov far side with it. Tried to pass to Reinhart. It was tipped away. Panthers keep it in though. Barkov down for Tkachuk. Barkov far side out the line. Long shot. Ekblad tipped. They score. A power play goal. And the Panthers take a 2-1 lead. Tipped out front. Matthew Tkachuk was cruising by the front of the net. He got a piece of it there, and the Panthers are up a goal. Didn't take long, 24 seconds, and the Panthers find the back of the net and get their first lead of the night. So a power play goal for the Panthers. Ekblad let that point shot go in a hurry. Tkachuk got a piece of it out front. And he always looks forward these games back in St. Louis. And he's had a lot of success against St. Louis. A power play tally there, and the Panthers are up a goal. 20th of the year for Matthew Tkachuk. Here on the near side, it's Nikola across. Big drive. Kulikov kicked away by Hofer. Far corner, it's Matthew Joseph looking to advance it. Kept in Lundell. Then a shot from Metula Storied and wide. Rims out to the near point. Nikola. Here on the near side, Rodriguez. Evan Rodriguez bumped into. Tied up by Sundqvist. They wrestle each other down. Puck play to the neutral zone. Down to our right. On it for the Panthers. Kulikov. Across the ice, it's Anton Lundell. Back in his own end. 2:28 to go in the first. 2-1 is the score. It's the Panthers up 1. Uvis Balinskis. Here on the near side of the ice. Dumps it down to our left, around the end boards. Nosek tried to tip it out front of the net. Neighbors took it away. On for Shen. Far side, Holloway dumps it down to our right. Now along the end boards, Balinskis took a hard shot from Shen. The Panthers do advance the puck. Right to left across your radio goes Jesper Boquist. Near side gives to A.J. Greer. Boquist down behind the net. Jesper Boquist, a shot over the right circle, and that one is closed off the far post. High hope for the goaltender. 1:56 to go in the first. 2-1. Panthers out in front. And we'll have a face-off coming inside the Blues zone. Folks, SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Panthers. Get all your Panthers tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, that's SeatGeek. Your ticket of great seats. SeatGeek road ahead. Panthers will be home against Ottawa coming up Saturday, 7 o'clock. Go to Panthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835. Want to get tickets. Sam Bennett on for the face-off. However, Foxa got it back, and Broberg will take over for St. Louis. Into the neutral zone, Torchenko tipped it along. Nathan Walker is there. Offside call against the Blues as they cross in just a hair out of sync. 1:47 to go in this first period. 2-1. Panthers over the St. Louis Blues here tonight. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and every broadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida Panthers and the National Hockey League is expressly prohibited. Back to live action as Broberg will dump it down for the Blues. Broberg and Holloway, the two signed offer sheets in the offseason. They played for Edmonton last year. You remember their names from the Stanley Cup final. St. Louis went out and got them in the offseason. Puck played into the neutral zone, takes a bounce into the Panthers' end. Gus Forsling back to grab it in the far corner. Nathan Walker, who leads St. Louis and hits right there on him, nearly took it away. Now over on that far side, it's going to be played along by Forsling. Got it out to center, and the Blues will regain control there. Suter, here on the near side. Forsling took it away, gave it on for Tkachuk. Pass to the center circle, didn't connect, and the Blues off a bounce. They've got it. Here's Buchnevich to Kyrie, tries to split the defense, cuts in. It was tucked away by Ekblad last second, and then cleared into the neutral zone by Reinhart. Final minute of play here in this opening frame. Onto our left it goes, inside the St. Louis end. Reinhart has it ripped away by Kyrie. Backhand up the far side. Buchnevich, he'll nudge it through the neutral zone. Parayko near side of the ice, chipped off the boards. Kyrie on it, shifty move to the front of the net, dropped it back. Parayko at the line, keeps it in. 33 seconds on the clock here in the first period. Parayko in the far corner for St. Louis, takes it down to the corner there and holds it. He's tied up by Barkov. The puck came free, and now Parayko fights to regain, and eventually Reinhart able to take it away. Reinhart charges out of the zone. Rink-wide feed, Verhaeghe lane near circle. He's wrapped up there by Fowler. Stays with it, tried to wrap it around, and a save made by Hofer. Out to the slot area. It's cleared by Shen into the neutral zone. Nate Schmidt backed up for this one. Across for Valinskas. It's dumped down to our left, and that'll take us to the end of period number 1. So 20 minutes in the books. The Panthers up a goal. 2-1 is the score. They fell behind, but were able to recover and have the one-goal lead heading into the room. It was Tkachuk's 20th at 16:54 on the power play from Ekblad and Barkov. That's the one that's the difference maker so far in this one. 2-1. Panthers with the lead through 20 minutes of play. We'll have one of the Panthers coming your way from ringside in just a moment. Have you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Panthers? For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 60-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples to Orlando. Come to one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast and fun wash. Go to elcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join the wash, save El Car Wash. Feel good. Drive clean. Panthers here in St. Louis tonight looking to rebound from that loss against Washington the other night. Right now find themselves in a good spot, a 2-1 lead on the road through 20 minutes of play. One game left before the Four Nations face-off break. And, of course, we'll have one of the Panthers joining us downstairs at rinkside here in just a moment. So we'll have that, and then we'll hand it off to Kevin Rogers back in our network studios. He's going to have a look at everything going on across the National Hockey League and beyond for you. We go downstairs outside the Panthers dressing room now. We've got Panthers forward Eetu Luostarinen downstairs with us after 20 minutes of play. And, well, Eetu, back into this two-game road trip. You guys have a lead through 20 minutes of play. How'd the first period feel for you as you guys were able to erase that one-goal deficit and get out of the first period with a one-goal lead?
Yeah, I think it was a solid period. We gave up one, but we kept playing hard, and we got rewarded with 2 goals.
And, Eetu, in terms of pressuring against this St. Louis defense, it's a really experienced group back there. What's the big key when you guys are on the forecheck to make things tough on their defense?
Yeah, I mean, just try to stay fast and stick on puck and then go through the body, and we're going to get those pucks back for sure.
Eetu Luostarinen, our guest here after 20 minutes of play. It seems like the theme across the league, Eetu, a lot of these goalies, they just keep getting bigger. And the guy you're facing tonight, another 6'5" goaltender. When you have a goalie who takes up a lot of room down there like that, what's the biggest thing you need to keep in mind as a shooter?
Yeah, I mean, just, I guess, like, get the puck off your stick fast, and we need 2 guys at the net, one a bit higher to make it harder to see the puck.
And Eetu, last thing here for you. You guys have one more game before the break, and I know you're going to be going to represent your country at the Four Nations face-off, but how important is it to finish strong here these last couple of games before you guys have the 2 weeks off?
Yeah, it's huge. We need these 4 points here, and we're going to push hard, and then some of the guys get a break here, and some of the guys are going to the tournament.
Eetu Luostarinen, our guest after 20 minutes of play. Eetu, thanks as always for stopping by. Best of luck here.
Thank you.
That is Eetu Luostarinen of the Panthers downstairs outside the Panthers dressing room after 20 minutes of play. Panthers 2 and the Blues 1 through 20 minutes of action here in St. Louis. Panthers fans, join the 93 Society email club to stay up to date on all things Panthers. Be the first to know about special ticket offers, exclusive events, and so much more. Sign up now at FloridaPanthers.com. Folks, we're going to step aside. When we come back, Kevin Kevin Rogers has the rundown of everything that's happened here, everything that's happened elsewhere. Lots to get to. Our first intermission show is next. 2-1 Panthers through 20 on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
Tabanero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabanero today at any concession stand at the Emerald Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor: original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all-natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabanero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabanero. Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
This is the first intermission report on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Presented by Baptist Health.
First intermission underway in St. Louis. The Panthers lead the Blues 2-1. Kevin Rogers with you as the Panthers looking to bounce back from Tuesday's 6-3 loss in Washington to the Capitals. The Panthers holding a 1-point lead over the Maple Leafs to begin play tonight atop the Atlantic Division. Panthers with 67 points, Maple Leafs with 66. They're in Seattle coming up a little bit later on, and Ottawa's lurking with 62 points in third place. The Senators will be down at Amerant Bank Arena coming up on Saturday. Final game before the Four Nations break coming up next week. Spencer Knight starting in net for the Panthers tonight. Joel Hofer in for St. Louis. And interestingly enough, the last meeting, Panthers beat the Blues 2-1 in overtime. Already we have 3 goals here through the first 20 minutes. And unfortunately, it was St. Louis who would strike first a little more than 3.5 minutes in to take the 1-0 lead.
Now here in the near circle, the puck winds up, pulled off to the boards. Oscar Sundqvist tied up, but there to grab it for the Blues. Torpchenko, all 6'6" of them. He'll play it out to the far point. Big drive from Ryan Suter. Kicking away by Knight. The rebound, they score. Right out in front of the net. Zach Bolduc there with the backhand to jam in the rebound, and the Blues are on the board.
3:31, it's the first period. Zach Bolduc, his 6th goal of the season. Ryan Suter and Alexei Torpchenko with the assists, and the Blues take the 1-0 lead. A little less than 4 minutes later, though, it was Mackie Samoskevich who would even things up for the Cats.
It was given away in front of Chance Kachuk. Samoskevich rang it off the outside of the goalpost. Blues having a hard time clearing their own zone after that safety. Holbert puck played out front. Kachuk, right circle to Bennett. A shot, and they score! And this game is tied. 12:51 to go in the first. A great setup out in front. Sam Bennett got it to the net. It may have been tipped, and it looks like Mackie Samoskevich may have gotten a piece of this one. Either way, the game's tied up. 1-1. 12:51 to go here in the opening frame.
On the season, 7:09, it's the first period. Sam Bennett and Matthew Tkachuk assisting, and that would tie things up at 1 apiece. And then 9 minutes later, a little more than 9 minutes later, on the power play, it was the St. Louis native Matthew Tkachuk who would give the Panthers their first lead of the night.
Barkov far side with it. Try to pass to Reinhardt. It was tipped away. Panthers keep it in, though. Barkov down for Tkachuk. Barkov far side up the line. Low shot, exploit. Tip, they score. A power play goal, and the Panthers take a 2-1 lead. Tipped out front. Matthew Tkachuk was cruising by the front of the net. He got a piece of it there, and the Panthers are up a goal.
Matthew Tkachuk scoring his 20th goal on the season comes in the power play. Aaron Ekblad and Alexander Barkov assisting 16:54 into the first. And the Panthers take the 2-1 lead, which is where we sit now after 20 minutes of play. Spencer Knight, 9 saves on 10 St. Louis shots, while Joel Hofer in net tonight for the Blues, 14 saves on 16 shots. And the Blues come into tonight's action tied with Utah for 5th place in the Central with 53 points, and they're 11 back of Colorado. So they're right now outside of the playoff race in the Western Conference, and the Panthers try to maintain the top spot in the Atlantic Division with their final road game here before the break coming up for about 2 weeks with the Four Nations tournament, and Panthers will play the Ottawa Senators coming up on Saturday back at Amerant Bank Arena. Before we step aside, let's pause for station identification right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
Still with it. Here's a one-timer and a score!
Sirius XM 91.
KIS HD2 Boca Raton.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard. Busy night in the NHL. A lot of action to go over, and also the South Florida sports scene. All that is straight ahead. Panthers lead the Blues 2-1 after one right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Have you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Florida Panthers? For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good. Drive clean. Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future. Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
First intermission continues in St. Louis. Panthers 2, the Blues 1. Kevin Rogers with you, Matthew Tkachuk and Mackie Samoskevich, the goal scorers for the Cats. Let's take a look now at the JetBlue out-of-town scoreboard. JetBlue, you above all, and the next opponent for the Panthers, the Ottawa Senators, coming up on Saturday at Amerant Bank Arena. The Senators right now in Tampa, and they trail the Lightning 2-1 through 2 periods of play at Amalie Arena. Jake Gensel is 27th for the Lightning. Brandon Hagel is 24th. The Golden Knights with 2 in the second to lead the Devils 2-0, and they're underway in the third now in New Jersey. Back and forth game in Philadelphia. The Flyers lead the Capitals 3-2. Started the third there. Alex Ovechkin has scored his 26th on the season for the Caps. Meanwhile, Utah and Columbus tied up at 2, starting the third there at Nationwide Arena. The Wild, a 1-0 lead over the Hurricanes. Final few minutes of the second period there in St. Paul. Coming up In just a few minutes, they're going to drop the puck in Calgary between the Flames and the Avalanche. At 10 o'clock, Maple Leafs and Kraken in Seattle. Important game for the Panthers to keep an eye on. Toronto one back of the Panthers for first in the Atlantic Division. And the final game of the night in the NHL, the Canucks and Sharks meet up at 10:30 in San Jose. Up next, we will take a look at the South Florida sports scene, then bring it back for the second period in St. Louis. Panthers 2, the Blues 1, right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
Attention sports fans, when it comes to your health, don't just play defense, make the winning move with Solstice Dental Insurance. Whether you're looking for a PPO, HMO, or discount plan, Solstice has you covered. Our unique comprehensive dental and vision products ensure that you get the extensive coverage you need, all at an affordable price. With a national network and top-tier customer service, Solstice is your go-to teammate for championship smiles and clear vision. Join the winning team. Call Solstice today, 877-760-2247 or solsticebenefits.com and score big on your dental insurance.
Have you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Florida Panthers? For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good. Drive clean.
A couple minutes away from the start of the second period in St. Louis, Panthers 2 and the Blues 1. Kevin Rogers with you as we take a quick look at the South Florida sports scene. I guess we can call them the New Look Miami Heat. They're back in action tomorrow in Brooklyn against the Nets. New look because they traded away Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors yesterday, so we'll see the changed up roster coming up tomorrow. The Heat at 25-24 on the season. Up next, we will have the second period in St. Louis as the Panthers look to maintain that 2-1 lead over the Blues. Doug Plagans has the call up next right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future.
Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
Welcome back inside Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. It's the Panthers 2 and the Blues 1 through 20 minutes of play. Doug Plagans with you. Kevin Rogers back in our network studios. Jim Jackson's our on-site engineer. And Vlad Lusan back at studio control. Again, a 2-1 Panthers lead. The Panthers went down 1-0 in the first, but scored the next two, and, well, here they are, up a goal heading into the second period of play. Don't miss your chance to secure the limited edition Sergei Bobrovsky bobblehead ticket package. Secure your tickets to 4 games and an exclusive bobblehead starting at just $125. Package on sale now at FloridaPanthers.com. And Panthers fans, the first time in franchise history, a wait list for territory memberships. Join the wait list today to secure your priority spot in line for season tickets. To learn more, FloridaPanthers.com/waitlist is where to go, or you can call them 954-835-PUCK. Ready from center ice. Panthers in white left to right, Blues in blue right to left. Bennett will take the face-off to start the second period. This time around, Shen takes the face-off. That's the regularly scheduled programming for St. Louis. Remember, Neighbors took the opening draw for the Blues, and then Bennett and Neighbors dropped the gloves back in the first period. But we go back to regular business here. Is now down to our right. It's handled by Kachuk, looks out front, and the pass batted away. Now a tie-up here in the near corner. On for the Blues is Shen. He'll walk it along. Spots a man at center. That's Holloway. The Blues stay on side. Holloway, a long shot from the right wing. That one deflects wide. Neighbors, near side. He'll send it down and around the end wall. Over on the far boards, Fowler. Backhands it down low. Bennett cuts it off. Hands it on for Verhaeghe. Across the ice, Kachuk, and the Panthers will work it out of their own end. Kachuk out beyond the Panthers blue line. He'll toss it up the near boards. It's worked back down to our left inside the Panthers zone. No icing here as Kyrou turned on the Jets. Got their first place at near point. Fowler in front. Dropped off. Here's Kyrou. A chance. He put it wide. Whipped out in front. Jammed it. Somehow that stayed onto the net. It was put across the blue paint by Buchnevich on a lively inboard bounce. And at the side of the goal, it looks like it may have been Barkov and Kulikov and a combination thereof who was able to help keep that one out of the net. Here's Kyrou on the near side. Barkov ultimately cleared it out of harm's way. Blues bring it back in from center. Here's Buchnevich to Fowler. Jump down to our left into the Panthers and Gus Forsling back for this one. Forsling around the back of the net. He'll take a long look up the near side as pass bounces away from Reinhart. Goes down to our right. On for the Blues, it's Leddy up the near wall. Sundquist backtracks into his own zone. Again, the Panthers left to right, Blues right to left. Here in this middle frame, Anton Lundell. After a turnover, he's got it for the Panthers. Rodriguez around the end boards, pinching in near side Schmidt, but it's tapped by him, by Bolduc. Down to our left, Lundell after it. Anton Lundell back behind the net. He'll hold it in the trapezoid behind Spencer Knight. Lundell leaves it for Uvis Balinskis. 2 minutes off the clock here in the second. 2-1 is the Panthers' lead. Near side, it's Nate Schmidt. He'll dump it down to our right. Inside the St. Louis end, it's Falk after it. Bats it ahead. It deflects off a stick across the ice. Rodriguez got a stick in there. Schmidt down behind the net. Wilsterinen tried to center. He took a hard hit back behind the goal, and there to cut it off the side of the net was the goaltender. Hofer used that long reach. And now a little bit of shoving up front of the St. Louis net. 17:44 to go, second period, 2-1. It's the Panthers leading the St. Louis Blues. And a face-off on the way. Near circle down to our right. Inside the Blues zone. Nosek will take the face-off against Foxa. And puck drops, so we're going to do it again. Panthers are back home against Ottawa Saturday at 7. Following a draw, the Blues have it. And it's worked out of the zone by Broberg. Up the near side, the Panthers will grab control. Nosek back the other way. Through center ice. Backhands it deep into the Blues, and Hofer plays it off the far corner boards. Couldn't advance it. And now the Blues do manage to grab control back. Suter plays it into the neutral zone. Nathan Walker for Alexei Toropchenko. Here on the near side, Foxa spun around. Can't move that one any further than the Panthers' blue line. And it's sent back the other way, down to our right, into St. Louis territory. Nathan Walker around the end board. Broberg from behind the net. He'll walk this one along near side. Rink wide feed Foxa. And he plays it down to our left into the far corner of the Panthers zone. Toropchenko is there. Toropchenko. He'll fight through some pressure. Pass far side. Shen backhanded toward the net. Can't land it on goal. Mikkola will clear for the Panthers all the way down to our right into the St. Louis zone. No icing here. Falk's going to have to play it. Falk Brings it straight on, pass far side. Holloway eased it along down to our left from behind the net. Spencer Knight, far corner. Holloway keeps it down low. Forsling will try and hammer it up the far side. It's held up over along the boards by Shen. Ultimately, Rodriguez pulled it away, didn't clear. And now over on that far side again, Shen in the right circle to the front of the net. A trickling puck off a skate. Holloway couldn't settle it down. And the Panthers able to work it back into the neutral zone. Here's Tkachuk left to right across your radio. Far side, Forsling on the far boards around the end wall. He'll dump it into Rodriguez. Near side, Tkachuk down behind the net. Bennett looking for Rodriguez. Couldn't get the pass to connect. And now behind the goal, a bouncing puck fought for here to the near corner. In to help out, Tkachuk's got it. Into the right circle, Tkachuk. Bennett in close. He'll take it behind the net. Trying to wrap it around. And the puck just rolled away on him. Holloway will sprint up the right side for the Blues. He'll give to center ice Leddy. Then Shen in over the Panthers line. Leddy down in the corner and then back behind the net. He tries to send it out front, hits a skate, and it rolls in on Spencer Knight, who gets on top of it. 15:44 to go here in the second period. 2-1. Panthers over the St. Louis Blues. Celebrate every moment from the Panthers championship with the official coffee table book. Panthers conquered the Hunt Collectible Hardcover Chronicles. Celebrate the historic 2024 Stanley Cup victory, including the Unforgettable Victory Parade. Available only at FLATeamShop.com today. Face off, far circle down to our left inside the Panthers zone. Pulled back, Barkov to the corner, Schmidt. Meets Schmidt, far circle, up the wing. Verhaeghe taps it along. Thomas takes it back, gives to Parayko, and then Fowler back to Parayko. From the Blues logo at center, it's dumped in. Rims back behind the Panthers net. Uvis Balinskis is there. Balinskis, his stick broken half, trying to clear. Robert Thomas down behind the net for St. Louis. Off to the far circle, a chance. And a save made by Knight that time on Parayko, the defenseman who had a good lane, cutting into that right circle. And Spencer Knight making the save. 15:18 left in the second for Spencer Knight, his 11th save this evening. Face-off coming in the far circle down to our left. Anton Lundell will take the defensive end draw against Oscar Sundqvist. And now Sundqvist will step out of the circle. In comes Boulder. Up pulled back by Lundell. And now it's Kulikov to bring it along, but we have a penalty call against the Panthers here. And it looks like Eetu Luostarinen going off.
427, minor penalty for interference.
So Eetu Luostarinen off for 2 minutes, so the Panthers without one of their top penalty killers to boot. Faceoff's going to be in the far circle down to our left inside the Panthers' end. It'll be to the left of Spencer Knight. Lundell will be up front with Jesper Boquist. The Blues control off the draw. Sundqvist, right point, then it's Buchnevich down to the corner. Thomas in front. Sundqvist couldn't pull the trigger. Thomas keeps it alive. Sundqvist far circle. Up top, it's Buchnevich. Into the far circle for Robert Thomas. Tried to thread it for Sundqvist. Bouncing puck in front. A chance. Buchnevich tried to feed it across. One too many passes there. He missed Sundqvist. But the Blues keep control. Bolduc out to the far point. Cam Fowler. Our side, Thomas. Side of the net to the far corner. It's Bolduc again. Thomas. Top of the right circle. A shot tipped. They score. A power play goal. 2-2. The Blues have tied it on the man advantage. That was tipped out in front. And it looks like it's Oscar Sundqvist. He was out front providing the traffic. Got a piece of it. And the Blues, who came into tonight 18.9% on the power play. They were 1 for 1 Tuesday in their overtime loss to Edmonton, and now they're 1 for 1 tonight as they cash in on that sequence. Well, Sundqvist tipped it. It looked like if he didn't tip it, Buchnevich was ready to. Thomas got it to the net, and he had two teammates down there. Right now, it looks like it was Sundqvist who got a stick on. So 2-2, early goings of the second period. Back to 5-on-5 hockey we go as St. Louis cashed in on the power play. Puck dumped down to our left by Torpchenko. Oscar Sundqvist does get the goal. Over on that far side of the ice, Nico Mikla. Center ice, Rodriguez took a shoulder from Torpchenko. Mikla in after, puts it out front. Off the side of the net, takes a roll to the front of the goal. Taking a swing at it was Rodriguez. Couldn't connect, and the Blues break down. Foxa, near side. Nathan Walker dumps it in. Around the end boards, it's taken by Nosek over on that far side of the ice. Left right across the radio. Nosek took a hard shoulder there from Nathan Walker. And now the Blues work it into the neutral zone. Up the near side, it's Shen. Down to the near corner. Nosek a bit slow getting back to the bench after he took that shoulder from Nathan Walker. Meanwhile, the puck put cross ice. Bennett looking for it. And now Nate Schmidt will hand it along. In go the Panthers down to our right. A pass to Jesper Boquist didn't arrive on the target. And the Blues get it back out to center. Bennett get it back to the Blues line. Broberg up the right wing then. Stumped down to our left by Shem. So the Blues work it inside the Panthers end. Nate Schmidt kept it to the outside. Jesper Boquist. Oh, he's barreled into here in the near corner by Shen. Taken down hard. Some shoving here on the near side. Puck worked out to the line. Shooter across. One-timer and the stick of Broberg. Snapped right in half. Puck goes down behind the net. Battled for. Sam Bennett emerges with it. Into the neutral zone, Bennett. Broberg blew a tire. Now he's back to his feet. Bennett had it poke checked away by Holloway getting back. And now it's fed by Suter to Holloway. Gets to the center circle and lofts a backhand down to the far corner. Inside the Panthers zone. Forsling on to Verhaeghe. Into the neutral zone. Reinhart works in over the Blues line. Up the left side. Reinhart plays it down behind the net. And tracking it down here in the near corner is Barkov. Barkov back in behind the net. Reinhart off to the far side. Out to the line. Forsling puts it down behind the net. Verhaeghe is there. Carter Verhaeghe looking out front. Puck bounces away. Near circle. Scooped up Thomas. Onto the zone. Kyrou and Ekblad. They race for it. And this one's going to be an icing call as Thomas led Kyrou a little too far on the pass there. 12:31 to go in the second. 2-2. Panthers and the Blues. It was 2-1 Panthers coming into the period. But the Blues have tied it. Getting back to the goal that was scored. Sundqvist, his fourth from Thomas and Fowler. These two teams, they only play each other twice a year. Sundqvist, half his goals this season, half of his 4 goals coming against the Panthers. He scored back on the 20th of December when these two teams met. Off the face-off, the Panthers have it. Forsling puts it down behind the net. Near corner, it's Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe near side, backs up to the point, hammers it down off the end boards. Reinhart out of bounds. He's got a far circle. Forsling. One-timer and a save made by Hofer. Over to the far boards then. Reinhart to the corner. Barkov. Barkov tries to fight through the pressure. The puck clubbed away as there were 2 Blues on the scene. A clearing feed to Buchnevich arrives on target, but he can't dump the puck down deep. Panthers will transition in a hurry. Up the right side, Verhaeghe to the offensive end. One man to beat, cuts to the net, lobs it on goal. Couldn't make clean contact with that as he was trying to make a move to the forehand. The puck was kind of on its side. Couldn't get the shot away he was looking for. Hofer still had to make a challenging save, and he hangs on. 11:58 to go here in the second. 2-2. Panthers and the Blues tonight in St. Louis. We'll bring it back for more in a moment on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Kids, take the next step in becoming the ultimate Florida Panthers fan by joining the Panthers Kids Club. Members of the Kids Clubs can join for free and receive exclusive benefits, including free entries into monthly raffles, special offers, and customized content to stay informed on all things Panthers. Upgraded memberships, which include a Panthers merchandise pack and other additional benefits, can also be purchased. Visit floridapanthers.com/Kids Club for more information on all things Kids Club and to sign up. Make pet care stress-free with Pet Meds, official partner of the Florida Panthers and trusted platform for pet health. From puppies and kittens to seniors, Pet Meds offers top brands for healthy foods, flea and tick prevention, medications, and more. Every order comes with a surprise for your furry family. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit petmeds.com and use promo code Panthers for 20% off site-wide. Pet Meds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives. Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
11:58 to go here in the second. 2-2 Panthers and the St. Louis Blues here this evening. Panthers enter tonight's action 3 points up on Toronto for the Atlantic Division lead. Now the Leafs do play tonight. They have a late game this evening out in Seattle. So that game will be getting started in about 40 minutes time or so. The Panthers win tonight. They would be guaranteed to wake up tomorrow still in first place in the Atlantic. If the Panthers get 1 point or no points tonight, a Leafs win would, by virtue of the tiebreaker, put Toronto back atop the division. The Leafs have played a couple fewer games than the Panthers have. Puck played into the neutral zone by the Blues after they control the draw, and now they try and advance the puck. It's a pass up the ice from Falk, deflecting away. Knight out of the net, winds it around the end boards, far side of the ice, tracked down by Lundell, tapped along through the Wolsterine and into neutral ice. He'll gain center, and it's rolled along the far side. Falk after it, and now we've got ourselves what looks like an offside call here against the Panthers. 11:34 left in the second. 2-2 is the score. And a face-off coming far side of the ice to our right of center. I mentioned it before, but when we come to St. Louis, been coming for years, there's a calzone place here in St. Louis. Best calzones I've ever had. And Sauce on the Side is the name of the place. Stumbled across it somewhat by accident in 2015. Not really by accident. There was nothing else open. We were walking around. It's the 4th of July, 2015. Found Sauce on the Side before a Cardinals game. And I've been going ever since. Went yesterday, went today. Outstanding place if you're ever in St. Louis. Down to our left, Spencer Knight gives to the near corner. Nate Schmidt outlets to Jesper Boquist. Dump down to our right. Into the near corner. Race forward here on the near side of the ice. And it's picked up by Jake Neighbors. He will flutter one into the neutral zone for the Blues. Down to our left, Uvis Balinskis after it. Into the neutral zone, far wing. It's Matthew Tkachuk over the line and an offside call against the Panthers, so a face-off upcoming. 11:05 left in the second. 2-2 is the score. And a draw coming up right in front of the Panthers bench. So the only difference in the Panthers lineup coming into this one, if you were just joining us here this evening, compared to the last game, of course, Spencer Knight gets the call in net tonight. Sergei Bobrovsky started the other night. But Mackie Samoskevich had missed the last few with an illness. Back in this evening, Jonah Gadjevich out of the lineup tonight. Mackie Samoskevich scoring back in the first period here. First game after missing 3. 8th of the year for him. Over on that far side of the ice, the Panthers managed to keep control. Verhaeghe across the ice to Reinhart, down to the near corner. Barkov back behind the net. Thomas on him. Then Fowler closes in on Barkov. Ripped the puck away. Handed off for Buchnevich. Across the ice, Parayko. Backhand far side. And Kyrou can't advance it. The Blues managed to keep control, though. Buchnevich to Thomas. Tried to dangle to the front of the net. Nikola knocked it away. And Kulikov will backhand it all the way down to our right. That one's wide of the Blues net. An icing call against the Panthers with 10:26 to go here in the second period. 2-2 is the score. And a face-off coming up. Far circle. Actually, make that the near circle. Down to our left inside the Panthers end. Defensive end draw will be taken by Sam Reinhart on his strong side here against Faksa. So Reinhart with Barkov and Verhaeghe, Mikkola and Kulikov defensively. Off the draw, the Blues have it. Parayko, a long try from the line then from Fowler as it was put on a tee for Fowler by Parayko. Knight makes the glove save, his 11th save of the night. And face-off coming once again inside the Panthers zone, near circle down to our left. And fresh personnel coming on for both clubs. It'll be the Nosek Greer. It looks like Matthew Tkachuk jumping in with them. Ekblad and Forsling. Defensively as Faksa takes the face-off of the Blues. The Panthers will control. Greer had it bumped away by Falk. Now Ekblad on it. He takes a hard shot from Korchenko in the far corner. The Blues keep control. Now behind the net, Faksa. Korchenko. Backhand feet to the line. Leddy straight on it. Drive. Tipped on goal. Knight the save. It's loose. And Knight there to cover up. And he's got it. Ekblad He took a hard lick over there along the far boards from the big Blues forward, Alexei Toropchenko, 6'6". 222, the dimensions on Toropchenko. And Ekblad, credit to him, got back to his feet quickly, but that was a heavy collision over there along the far boards. Face-off near circle down to our left. Nosek will take the defensive end draw, and he will do so against Shen. And Nosek pulled the puck aside. The Blues pounce on it. Holloway has shot through traffic, paddled away by Knight, and a lively hop. Rear gave it to Nosek. He'll get across center, and it's driven down to our right. Into the Blues zone. Hofer looked to handle it. Brings it along. Wanted by Kachuk, who held it in far. Circle a shot. Hofer the save. Now Kachuk in front of shot. Nosek couldn't get what he wanted on that. Puck rolled wide. Now the Blues get it cleared. Up the far side. Mikkel and Holloway get it wrapped up. Down to our left to grab it is Kulikov. Kulikov scoots it along. Left to right across your radio for the Panthers. 9:35 to play here in the second. We've crossed the game's halfway point here in St. Louis, tied at 2. Here in the near circle, it's Nosek. Dumped over by Shen. Kachuk out to Ekblad. Pass across. Forsling, left point, long shot. Hit a body, didn't get through. Went off Eetu Luostarinen. Now Luostarinen fights to get control. Gave it to Forsling. A shot from the far point and off a bounce. Hopefully able to reel that in once again. He's got it held, and 9:17 will remain here in the second period. 2-2, Panthers and the Blues here at Enterprise Center. We'll step aside and bring it back for more in just a moment. This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Funky Buddha is back as the official craft brewery of your Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Funky Buddha brings the taproom fun to Amarant Bank Arena, where you can grab an ice-cold gloves-off IPA, brewed exclusively for the Florida Panthers and their fans. Party with them all year long at their brewery in Oakland Park, where you can catch all the Panthers action with their signature selection of innovative brews. Or stop by your closest retailer and bring Funky Buddha home with you. No matter where you're watching, they'll be right there with you. Cheers and go Cats! Funky Buddha Brewery, Oakland Park, Florida. Please drink responsibly.
The moves the Panthers make on the ice count. American Van Lines knows the moves you make count the most. As the official mover of the Florida Panthers, we always want to win by providing you with the most hassle-free move of your life. I'm Anthony DeSorbo, owner of American Van Lines. When it's time to move, give us a call, because we'll give you a solid upfront quote that you can count on. When the time is short and you need to make a move, depend on our pros at American Van Lines. Go Panthers and move with the champs, American Van Lines.
Let's talk goals. You don't have to be a professional athlete to achieve them. You just need the right partner for the assist. And when it comes to your facility's landscape, there's no one better than Brightview, the official lawn care partner of the Florida Panthers. Go to brightview.com to see how our commercial landscape services can help you achieve your goals. Or call 844-235-7778 to set up your free consultation. That's 844-235-7778 or brightview.com.
9:17 to go here in the second. It's a 2-2 game, Panthers and the St. Louis Blues. Panthers here in the second period, left to right across your radio. The Blues right to left. Doug Plagens with you. Kevin Rogers back in our network studios. Jim Jackson's our on-site engineer. Again, Vlad Lusat back at studio control. It's the 32-20-3 Panthers looking to bounce back from Tuesday night's loss in Washington. The Blues 24-25-5, trying to get back to 500, coming off an overtime loss to the Oilers in this building back on Tuesday. Up the near side, Hofer hands it along. Suter will clear the puck down to our left, and it's an icing call against St. Louis with 9:06 to go here in the second period. For the Panthers, their last road game before the Four Nations face-off. Panthers will play Ottawa 7 o'clock on Saturday. Again, FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, or you can call the friendly folks at 954-835-PALK. After that, the Panthers will have a couple of weeks off. We'll play again until Saturday the 22nd on home ice against Seattle. So we hope to see you out there coming up on Saturday when the Panthers meet the Senators. Always fun when the Panthers and Ottawa meet. It's going to be a big game for both teams, too. Ottawa right in the thick of a battle for a playoff spot. Now Lundell plays it across off the stick of Sundqvist, far corner. Sundqvist barrels into Luostarinen, still loose over on that far side. Luostarinen clears to center, and out around the center circle. Boduk a swat at it, and Rodriguez took it away. Played it down to our right. Behind it. Blues net. Pressure coming in from Anton Lundell. And it's Luostarinen near point for Ekblad.
Ekblad lets it rip through traffic, and that one is wide. Over in the far corner, Lundell out to the line, Forsling. He'll play it down low, far corner, picked up by Rodriguez. First circle, a shot from Lundell. And that one off the side of the net. Lundell back behind the net into the near corner. He'll try and play it out front. Goes off the goaltender, Hofer's stick, and the Blues work it into the neutral zone. Far side of the ice. It's tossed along a breakaway down to left Bolduc. In a shot. He put it wide. Bolduc was set up by Matthew Joseph cruising in. It's a breakaway from just inside the blue line in. Tried to go top corner, glove side on Spencer Knight. He missed wide. Now in go the Panthers on the counterattack. Forsling near side. He's tied up along the boards. Put it down behind the net. Hofer able to grab it back behind the goal up the near side for Hagee. Across the ice, Mikkola. Over on the far side, a drive, and that deflects away. Here on the near side, it's Kulikov. Kulikov backs up, hands it along. Barkov near side. Barkov along the boards, backs up, looks over. Far side of the ice, Kulikov shot into traffic. Hit a man, and didn't get through. Now Mikkola, down behind the net to the end boards. Reinhart, far side, Barkov. Back down behind the net, Reinhart there. Reinhart in the trapezoid. He'll bank it off the near boards. Kulikov near side with it down here on the near boards into the corner. It's Reinhart. Fowler in there against him. Thomas grabs control for St. Louis. On for Parayko. And then he will give to Bolduc, who dumps it down far corner. A bounce to the side of the net. Reaching out to cover is Spencer Knight. So 2-2 is our score. Panthers and the Blues here this evening from Enterprise Center in St. Louis. And the face-off will be inside the Panthers zone. Down to our left, far circle. For the Panthers, it'll be Sam Bennett taking the draw against Robert Thomas. Off that face-off, Buchnevich to Kyrou, right point. The puck played to Falk. Big drive from the line, blocking away by Knight. Here on the near side, Kyrou, without a stick, gets it back, tips it to Thomas with one hand on the stick. Over the far side, Robert Thomas is there. Thomas, right point. Look for Buchnevich, couldn't connect with him. Down to the far corner, Kyrou on it. He'll rim it around the end boards. Buchnevich back down for Kyrou. Into the near corner. Kyrou here on the near boards. Out to the line, Letty, and he'll hammer it down to the corner once again. Rolls behind the net. Ekblad is there. Ekblad, he's got Buchnevich on him. And then a tie-up ensues over on that far side. Puck pulled free. Kachuk has it scored his way. He'll hand it off then for Forsling. Forsling up the far side. Kachuk into the offensive end. It's pulled away. Kyrou catching up, and the Blues have control. Thomas back to Kyrou. Left side, Buchnevich on the wing. Threads it to Kyrou. Bounce back. Buchnevich in front. Pulled down. Fowler near circle. Shot. That's blocked. Penalty coming against the Panthers. And as Parayko strolls back into the neutral zone, 2-2 is the score. Parayko to Fowler. Fowler back at his own end. He'll back all the way behind the net. Late penalty here against St. Louis. Fowler lost his footing. Back upright, and he'll grab control of the puck. Hands across ice. The Panthers gather in control as a pass bounced away. And the whistle blows. 5:53 left in the second. 2-2 is the score. It's going to take us to an official timeout, so Jim Montgomery's going to be able to get his big guns rested for the power play coming up. Here's the call at ice level.
Corner number 9, minor penalty for tripping.
Bennett for a trip is the call. 2-2 here in St. Louis. 5:53 left in the middle frame. Back with a St. Louis power play next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Tabanero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabanero today at any concession stand at the Amarant Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor: original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabanero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabanero. Catch your Florida Panthers and Amarant Bank Arena world-class shows and events in the most premium setting in South Florida. Our private and exclusive suites, as well as our all-inclusive clubs including Amarant Vault and Corona Beach House, offering multiple ways to forge unforgettable connections with friends, family, employees, and top clients. You'll never want to experience a game or concert any other way. For more information, visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK today.
5:53 to play here in the second. 2-2 Panthers and the Blues. And a face-off coming up far circle down to our left inside the Panthers zone. St. Louis to the power play where they are 1-for-1. Sam Bennett for tripping was the call before the commercial break. Anton Lundell, Tulo Osterina, Nico Miklo, Dmitry Kulikov, the penalty killers on. This is the power play unit that cashed in for St. Louis on their first and only opportunity prior to this one. They control. Thomas across, looking for Bolduc. He'll shuffle it down below the goal line. Taken away, Osterina clears, and the puck goes all the way down to our right into the St. Louis end. Hofer, the goaltender, out to play. Drops it behind the net, picked up and dragged around here by Fowler. Into the neutral zone, right to left across your radio. The Blues bring it on. It's Buchnevich. Near side, Bolduc winds it around the end wall. A race for it. Sundqvist in there, toppled over by Barkov, and the two of them go down to the ice. And then a four-player battle over on that far side ensues. Down to our left far corner. Picked up by Sundqvist for St. Louis. Backhand feed, an open man. Work cross Fowler. Bolduc shot. Save made by Knight. Clear to the line. Held in by Fowler. And then Buchnevich will take over. Pavel Buchnevich out to the line for Fowler. Fowler into the near circle. Handled there by Sundqvist. Dumped over by Kulikov. Stays with it to Sundqvist. And now a loose puck here along the near boards. Reinhardt tapped it along and it bounces off Bolduc into the neutral zone. St. Louis brings it back in. Bolduc near side. Sundqvist couldn't settle it. Now he does off of bounds. Sundqvist down to Bolduc. Out to the line. Buchnevich across the line. Fowler. And Fowler into the near circle. Bolduc backs off to the near corner. And then he's got Kulikov all over him immediately. Buchnevich finds the loose puck out to Fowler left point. Down behind the net. Taken by Sundqvist. Sundqvist for Bolduc over his stick. Reinhardt wins the race to it. He'll get it all the way down. So down to 23 seconds in the Bennett penalty. 4:13 to go here in the second. And Hofer leaves it back behind the net. On come the Blues. Shen, right side. Kyrou sidesteps some pressure. He'll play it down off the end boards. Ekblad in there. He'll bat it up the near side. Neighbors holding it down low. Now Lundell takes over. The Panthers bolt along. Maybe a 3-on-2. Right side, Osterina and drop past Lundell. Shot. Pulled safe. Hofer out to Bennett. A drive. Fresh off serving the penalty. And Hofer hits that away. That may have stunned him a little bit. Out to the far point. It's Forsling. A shot. It's hauled in by Hofer. And now some shoving off to the side of the net, and a Panther dumped over at the side of the goal. That was Anton Lundell, and now Bennett in to grab a hold of a St. Louis Blue. That's Falk. And order restored at least for now with 3:43 to go in the second. Bennett fresh off serving the penalties. The Panthers 1 for 2 on the penalty kill. And Bennett came right onto the penalty box and stepped into that shot in the right circle. And not sure exactly where Hofer took it, but he absorbed some impact on that shot. He made the save on the long-distance slapper from Gus Forsling. Panthers out shooting the Blues, 25-18 overall in the game. Faceoff's going to be in the far circle down to our right inside the Blues zone. Tie up off the draw. St. Louis a chance to control. It's played around the end boards. Kachuk takeaway in front of shot. Jesper Boquist put it just wide. A lively hop off the high glasses. He had missed, and the Blues alertly grab control. Suter for Toropchenko, and it's sent down to our left. Schmidt, far corner. He's running too hard by Foxa. 2-on-2 scrum over on the far side. Foxa out to the line. Broberg backhand along the far side. Down to the end boards. It's Toropchenko over to the far corner. Schmidt on him.
And then Torpchenko gave it away. Boquist nudged it into the neutral zone. The Blues try and bring it back along. Deflects off a stick. Uvas Polinskas for the Panthers will take over. 3:05 to go here in the second. Launched along by Schmidt. Deflects to Broberg. The Blues transition from their own blue line. Up the far side, a pass to Foxa. Too far for him. Sent around by Schmidt. Near side, Kachuk. Panthers left to right across your radio. Uvas Polinskas through center ice. Drifts off to the left wing. He'll dump it back behind the St. Louis net. Hofer out to play it. He gives to Falk. Rink wide Leddy. Nick Leddy up the near side for the Blues. He'll dump it along the near boards. Down behind the net. Spencer Knight is there. He'll toss it off the far boards. Greer couldn't handle it cleanly. It was pushed away by Joseph. Now Forsling cross ice has Rodriguez. Evan Rodriguez up the near wing. He'll push over the Blues blue line, and the puck eventually pulled away. Leddy on the far side, unable to nudge it out to the neutral zone. Forsling kept it in. Far corner, it's Falk on it. He'll feed Bolduc, and out come the St. Louis Blues. It's Matthew Joseph up the right side for Bolduc to Joseph, and Forsling getting back, clogged the lane. And then he springs it the other way for Rodriguez. Right circle shot, and a save made by Hofer. Well, Hofer made the save on Rodriguez, but what a setup that was by Gus Forsling to immediately send things back the other way on the transition. Face off near circle down to our right. And Reinhardt will take the offensive end draw for the Panthers. Reinhardt against Robert Thomas. And off the draw, puck high in the air. Hauled in by Fowler, who hammers it around the end boards. It goes up and out of play off a deflection. So a face-off coming once again inside St. Louis territory. 1:59 to go here in the second. 2-2 is the score. Face-off here in the near circle down to our right. Reinhardt will take the face-off against Robert Thomas. Down front of the net, Fowler on it for the Blues. He'll launch it up the far wing. Kyrou turns on the Jets, heads down to the far corner, spun around by Mikula. Puck came free onto the Buchnevich for the St. Louis Blues. Tried to center, but Kulikov knocked it away. Now here's Barkov. Backhand to center, out of the reach of Verhaeghe. And to our right, Parayko. He'll give the Fowler. Fowler up the near side, off of bounds. Hauled in by Thomas. He'll drift off to the right wing side. Verhaeghe bumps him. Thomas got it down low. 90 seconds to play here in the second period. A bouncing puck to the near corner, and Kulikov will send it along the near boards out to the neutral zone. And to our right, it's Parayko. Give it to Neighbors. Neighbors straight on for Thomas. He'll head up the near side, blew a tire, and the Panthers a chance coming back. Here's Kulikov to center. Kulikov right side, Barkov over the offensive line. Come down behind the net. Hofer, he cut that one off. Gave it to Neighbors. Neighbors into the neutral zone for St. Louis. Backpedals a bit as pressure came from Kachuk, and then Bennett got a hold of Neighbors, spun him around, and didn't get all of them. Got enough of them to disrupt the play, and now Neighbors at center. Will feed it up the right side. In goes Holloway. A shot save made by Knight. Just kicked it away. Now over on the far board, Neighbors looking to the front of the net. On it is Holloway. Has it on a bounce in the near circle. Backs up. Dylan Holloway. A shot blocked, and Kachuk will look to his left. Here's Bennett into the offensive end. Bennett rink wide, and it'll be played to the near corner. On it for the Blues, it was Suter around far side Neighbors. He'll toss it off the glass and into the bench. Some shoving far side of the ice as Ekblad and Broberg into a bit of a shoving match. And now Kachuk in to grab Broberg, and that's going to draw everybody into the mix over on that far side of the ice, right in front of the Panthers bench. .1 seconds to go here in the second period. And a face-off will be coming right in front of the Panthers bench to our right of center. We'll make that a defensive end draw inside the Blues zone. Offensive end draw from the Panthers' perspective. Face off in the Blues end to the right, the stick side of Hofer down our right. Lundell, Luostarinen, and Rodriguez, the forward line for the Panthers here. Sundqvist will take the draw for St. Louis. Pulled back to the far corner, and Falk on it. He'll sky one cross ice. Down to our left, on it for the Panthers, Nate Schmidt. We'll look across for Balinskis. 14 seconds of the period. Redirected down to our right by Lewis Green, and Hofer out to handle this one off the glass. Bounces along. 7 seconds. Blues in a hurry. They head along down to our left. Torpchenko dumps it in. Down behind net, Balinskis. He's going to hold it along the end boards, and that's it for 40 minutes of action. 2-2 through 2. The only goal scored in that second period was a St. Louis goal, a power play goal from Sundqvist at the 5:18 mark. That tied the game, and it's the way the second period ends. 2-2, Panthers and the Blues through 40 minutes of play. Folks, coming up in our second intermission show, straight ahead after 40, Jameson Olive will stop by, and he's going to chat with Kevin Rogers back in the studio. They'll break down the first two periods as they've seen it. You know Jameson from the Territory Talk podcast and FloridaPanthers.com. He's going to join Kevin on the other side of the break, and they'll break down the first two periods of action. Following that segment, it'll be the JetBlue Out-of-Town scoreboard, get you caught up on everything going on across the rest of the National Hockey League. After that, your tweets, the world-famous former Twitter segment coming up in our second intermission at Doug Plagans. Tweet the broadcast. Looking forward to hearing from you. SeatGeek road ahead. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Panthers seats. Panthers will be home against Ottawa. Last game before the 2-week layoff for the Four Nations face-off. That's going to be coming up on Saturday at 7 o'clock. Panthers and the Senators. You don't want to miss it. FloridaPanthers.com, SeatGeek.com, 954-835-PUCK to get your tickets. Tied at 2 through 2. It's the Panthers and the Blues here at Enterprise Center in St. Louis tonight. Jameson Olive is going to stop by. Coming up on the other side, he and Kevin Rogers will break down the first two periods as they've seen them so far. Panthers Blues 2-2 through 2 on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Have you heard about El Car Wash, the official car wash of the Florida Panthers? For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good, drive clean. The Cats are hot. Want to catch your Florida Panthers this season? Choose our games your way with our Flex Plans. Build your perfect plan and get the ultimate flexibility. Flex Plans are customizable ticket packages starting at just 10 tickets that offer savings on single game pricing and offer Stanley Cup playoff presale access. For more information on Florida Panthers Flex Plans, go to FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK. That's 954-835-PUCK. Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
This is the Florida Panthers second intermission report on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Presented by Baptist Health.
Two periods in the books in St. Louis. Panthers 2, the Blues 2. Kevin Rogers and Jameson Olive, FloridaPanthers.com with you. Time now for After 40. And as you take a look back at the first two periods so far, bringing on Jameson Olive right now. And Jameson, it seems like for whatever reason, the Blues have given the Panthers issues this year. First game went to overtime. The Panthers won, and so far tonight, the Blues hanging around tied at 2.
Yeah, I mean, they play a physical game, and they play a game with speed, and we've seen that tonight. Somewhat similar to the Panthers, not as similar as maybe the Capitals were on the first game of this trip, but a tough out and a tough team. I know they're below 500 right now, but only by a game. They're competitive. They got a lot of fight. You know, obviously, They added some key players. Dylan Holloway's been great for them ever since they, claimed him off, or should I say, offer sheeted him from the Edmonton Oilers in the offseason. So, they're a tough team. May not look into the standings, but never an easy game against the Blues.
I feel like Jim Montgomery, that there's a little more juice when he sees the Panthers after, got let go by the Bruins and the Blues brought him in like 20 minutes later. That there's a little extra juice there in these 2 games so far that Montgomery's kept his team in it with the Panthers.
Juice, but also maybe some flashbacks. I don't know. Jim Montgomery's never had a good time against the Florida Panthers, especially during his time with the Boston Bruins. Obviously, the big upset a couple of years ago in round 1, and then obviously, the Panthers had to go through Boston again to get to the Cup final and win it last year. So Jim Montgomery, not a fan of the Florida Panthers, that's for sure.
So let's look back at what unfolded so far through the first 2 periods. Zach Bolduc, early goal for St. Louis, give them a 1-0 lead, and then the Panthers with consecutive goals. Mackie Samoskevich, and then Matthew Tkachuk, a power play goal late in the first, make it 2-1 Panthers. So quickly on the Tkachuk goal, his 20th on the season, and he's back in his hometown of St. Louis, where he grew up. He went to high school with Jason Tatum of the Celtics. That there's always going to be something extra when he comes to St. Louis.
He loves playing here. He grew up around this rink. Obviously, when his dad Keith played here, he was one of the little kids, causing chaos in the locker room and having a good time. So he loves this place. He loves the city of St. Louis. Obviously, he brought the Stanley Cup here this past summer, and guys can bring it anywhere. You can bring it anywhere in the world, and he chose to bring it back home to St. Louis. That kind of shows you how much this city means to him, and he loves playing here. I mean, he's with these 2 points tonight. I think he's up to maybe 29 points or 27 points in 20 career games against the Blues. So he always brings his A game against his dad's former team.
So 2-1 after 1, we go to the second period where the Blues would get on the power play, and this time they would even things up at 2.
But the Blues keep control. Bolduc out to the far point, Cam Fowler. Far side, Thomas. Side of the net to the far corner. It's Bolduc again. Thomas, top of the right circle. A shot tip. They score. A power play goal. 2-2. The Blues have tied it on the man advantage. That was tipped out in front. And it looks like it's Oscar Sundqvist.
And Oscar Sundqvist would score his 4th there on the season. Comes in the power play. Robert Thomas and Zach Bolduc with the assist. 5:18 is the second to tie things up at 2 apiece for St. Louis. Joel Hofer with 24 saves inside the Blues net on 26 shots. Spencer Knight, 17 saves on 19 shots. Want to get your thoughts on this, Jameson. I know that we could talk about it Saturday against Ottawa, but really quick, with all the Panthers involved in the Four Nations tournament coming up next week, I'm assuming the excitement level is at a nice high for those guys that are going to be playing this tournament?
I think so. Everyone's got an individual reason to be excited. For Matthew Tkachuk, it's playing with his brother Brady for the first time ever with Team USA. He's so pumped about that. He talked about it this morning. Brady's obviously in town with the Senators. They're going to hang out tomorrow and talk more about it. So that's going to be huge for the Tkachuk family. And then you got guys, like Barkov. He's the captain of Finland. First time ever wearing the C for Finland at any level. So that's huge for him, and obviously maybe something he does again in the Olympics next year. And speaking of Olympics, for guys like Nico Mikkola, Tuula Starainen, and Anton Lundell, there's a chance for them to make a good impression and earn spots on that team potentially next year. I think all 3 guys have a great shot. And then you go Sam Reinhart, Sam Bennett, guys that love, wearing the Maple Leaf. They've done it in the past in their junior careers. So, everyone's got a reason to be excited, and you definitely tell those guys are. And, obviously, you'd love to get a break, but it's only a couple games. The guys are still going to get a break. They're still going to get a chance to rest up for the playoffs and the home stretch here.
Because, the rest of the roster, too, it's like when you see with all-star games that they get their time off, but they're not getting like 4 days off. They're getting like 2 weeks off. So the other guys that are not involved in this, I guess it's good for them to have a little bit of a break here.
It is. No one's played more hockey in the last 2 years than the Florida Panthers. Back-to-back, trips to the Cup final, winning last year. Every guy on that team, even the new guys, I'm sure, are ready for a rest this year. And let's not forget, the Panthers play a really tough, hard brand of hockey. Harder than most, so definitely wears on you over the course of a season. Obviously, they've traveled so much in the first half of the season. This break's coming at a perfect time.
And the final road game before the break, they got Ottawa coming up on Saturday, final game, and then a couple weeks off, and the Panthers back at it again. Seattle Kraken, they'll take on in a few weeks to resume, in a sense, the second half of the season. Jameson All of FloridaPanthers.com. Jameson, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you Saturday against the Senators.
Sounds good. Thanks, Garage.
There's Jameson All of FloridaPanthers.com. Panthers 2, the Blues 2, through 40 minutes of play in St. Louis. Coming up, we have the JetBlue Out of Town scoreboard. Also, world famous former Twitter segment. Get your tweets and X's in for Doug. He'll read them before the third period. Panthers 2, the Blues 2, after 2 in St. Louis, right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future.
Tabanero Hot Sauce is bringing the heat to the rink this game day, folks. As the official hot sauce of the Florida Panthers, enjoy Tabanero today at any concession stand at the Emerald Bank Arena. We've got it in every flavor: original, sweet and spicy, curry habanero, and extra hot. Their premium sauce blends are crafted right here in South Florida from all-natural, locally sourced ingredients. And the party doesn't have to stop after the stadium. Take Tabanero home with you by visiting your local Florida retail stores. Savor the flavor of Tabanero.
Make pet care stress-free with Pet Meds, official partner of the Florida Panthers and trusted platform for pet health. From puppies and kittens to seniors, Pet Meds offers top brands for healthy foods, flea and tick prevention, medications, and more. Every order comes with a surprise for your furry family. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit petmeds.com and use promo code Panthers for 20% off site-wide. Pet Meds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives.
Attention sports fans, when it comes to your health, don't just play defense, make the winning move with Solstice Dental Insurance. Whether you're looking for a PPO, HMO, or discount plan, Solstice has you covered. Our unique comprehensive dental and vision products ensure that you get the extensive coverage you need, all at an affordable price. With a national network and top-tier customer service, Solstice is your go-to teammate for championship smiles and clear vision. Join the winning team. Call Solstice today, 877-760-2247 or solsticebenefits.com and score big on your dental insurance.
Second intermission continues in St. Louis. Panthers 2, the Blues 2. Kevin Rogers with you as we take a look at the JetBlue Out of Town scoreboard. JetBlue, you above all. 2 other games ongoing in the NHL as the Wild lead the Hurricanes 2-0. 4 minutes to go in the third in St. Paul. The Flames won. The Avalanche, nothing. First intermission there in Calgary. Jonathan Huberdeau scoring his 21st on the season for the Flames. Coming up in a few minutes, the Maple Leafs and the Kraken hook up in Seattle. The Leafs 1 point back of the Panthers for first in the Atlantic Division. Canucks and Sharks will start up at 10:30 in San Jose. Now to the finals. The Senators, who are on deck for the Panthers, coming up Saturday at Amerant Bank Arena. They get throttled tonight by Tampa Bay on the road. 5-1. It was a 2-1 game going to the third. Lightning at 3 in the third to get the blowout win. The Golden Knights, a 3-1 victory over the Devils in New Jersey. Jack Eichel, a goal in the win for Vegas. The Capitals edge the Flyers in Philadelphia 4-3. Alex Ovechkin, another goal for him. Jacob Chikrin with the game-winning goal in the third for Washington. Utah in overtime. They win in Columbus 3-2. As they knock off the Blue Jackets. Before we step aside, let's pause for station identification right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
The latest news of the night.
Svechnikov and now Hamilton. Back for Andre. He's in for a shot. He scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. AIS HD2 Boca Raton.
Coming up, it is the world-famous former Twitter segment with Doug Plagans. He has your tweets and your X's. He'll read them coming up before the third period. Should be a good third period in St. Louis. All tied up at 2 between the Panthers and the Blues right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts, all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine.
Just like being on the ice, parenthood is full of thrills, spills, and even chills. But whether it's illness or injury, our pediatric experts at Broward Health are ready to assist with a broad range of specialty care for your child. As the official pediatric hospital of the Florida Panthers, we know keeping kids healthy and happy is a team effort, and we're always on your team. Broward Health, well into your future. Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza. Every game day, buy a large cheese or pepperoni pizza and get one of the same variety free. With fresh ingredients and daily handmade dough, Stoner's Pizza is the perfect pairing for puck drop. Order in-store or online at stonerspizzajoint.com and use code GOCATS. Stoner's Pizza, the official pizza of the Florida Panthers. Price participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Welcome back inside Enterprise Center here in St. Louis. It's the Panthers and the Blues, 2-2, heading into the third period of action. And it's time to get to the world-famous former Twitter segment. You can always tweet the broadcast at Doug Plagans every second intermission. Always great to hear from everybody out there. Josh in Pembroke Pines first up here this evening. Synced up this evening to the TV. We thank you very much for doing that. You can pause it at a whistle, press play on your TV and hear that same whistle on the radio, and you get us all synced up. We've got Matt at a dive bar and Dina at work, says Matt via Twitter. We thank you very much for tuning in, and hello to both of you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Dr. Greg is tuned in tonight as well. We have Judy in Australia tuned in this evening. Kurt, the South Carolina Twitter captain on the NHL app. Carl, Northwest Indiana, tuned in on our flagship home 560 WQAM in Miami-Dade and Broward counties. We have Sean the Hawk tuned in this evening from Boca Raton. We have Noah in Providence, Rhode Island tonight on the eve of his 25th birthday. Happy birthday tomorrow, Noah. Also, Gil in Houston tuned in on the Panthers app, and he has us synced up to the TV as well. Special hello and a thank you to all the police, fire, medical personnel, military we have tuned in. Thanks for what you do. Thanks for making Panthers hockey a part of your night. Third period next, Panthers and the Blues, 2-2 here in St. Louis. This is the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Cheers to champions. Manos Wine has teamed up with the Florida Panthers to celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Introducing our exclusive collection of deep-etched, hand-painted wines and sparkling metallic red bubbly, each featuring unique championship designs. Whether you're toasting to victory at home or celebrating with friends, these limited edition bottles are a must-have for every Panthers fan. Shop now at manoswine.com or find us at your local liquor store. Raise your glass to the champions, because every victory deserves a great wine. Hey Panthers fans, get ready to score big with Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of your Florida Panthers. Just like our team on the ice, we're faster than ever. Skate by for an oil change or any other vehicle maintenance service you may need. You never need an appointment. Keep your ride as strong as our Panthers. We're here to keep you moving. For coupons and locations, go to JiffyLubeSpecials.com. Jiffy Lube, the official oil change of the Florida Panthers.
Going back to St. Louis, getting ready for the third period of action. Doug Plagans here with you. Kevin Rogers back here at the studios. Jim Jackson's our on-site engineer. And Vlad Lusant back at studio control. 2-2 through 2. Only one goal scored in that second period. And it was an Oscar Sundqvist power play goal for the St. Louis Blues to tie things up. So ready to go from center here. Panthers in white, right to left. The Blues in blue, left to right. Bennett and Shen stand in. Bennett pulls it back. We're off and running to start the third and final period of regulation time.
Kulikov plays it in, down and around the end boards. Neighbors on for Shen. Left side, in goes Holloway for the Blues. He'll peel off to the board, sends it down behind the net. Rims off to the near corner. Neighbors there. Fights through some pressure. Mikula eventually ties him up. Bennett looks to clear. Kept in. Holloway. Then a drive from Broberg. Save made by Knight. And the puck loose. The Blues pounce on it. Neighbors near side. Missed Holloway, but Shen has it in the corner. Shen here on the near board. He'll drop it down for Neighbors. Then Holloway down the right wing corner for St. Louis. Down to our right in the Panthers zone. Holloway had it poked away by Mikula, and it's not kept in. Broberg tried to keep it in. Panthers bring it along. Bennett through center off to the right side. Heads down to the far corner, and as he flings one on net from a sharp angle, it's hauled in by the goaltender Hofer. So 51 seconds off the clock here in the third period of action. 2-2, Panthers and the St. Louis Blues. Mentioned the Panthers trying to rebound from that loss in Washington back on Tuesday night. 6-3 was the final, but it was much closer than the final score. A couple of empty netters for Washington late, including that Ovechkin empty netter with 1 second left. Face-off far circle down to our left. Ovechkin scored again tonight, by the way. Draw to the left of Hofer down our left inside the Blues zone. The Blues coming off that overtime loss to Edmonton in this building back on Tuesday off the draw. Fowler. Far side, Buchnevich to Thomas up the wing. We'll have Forsling right there on him. And Thomas tried to dish it back to the trailer Parayko. That was too hot to handle. Tracking back to the Blues. Fowler pounds it into the neutral zone. Barkov has it across, and it's dragged to the circle. Reinhart tried to put it out front. Couldn't sneak it through as Fowler was there defensively against him. Over on the far boards, it's pushed into the neutral zone. The Blues kept the clear. Barkov had it stripped away, and on it was Buchnevich. Sent it high in the air off a deflection. The Panthers keep control. They bring it in from center. Forsling near side. Reinhart down to the corner. Parayko around the end boards. Picked up, played up the far side by Falk. And a race for it. Bolduc there. He'll have it over on the far side. From his knees, dishes a pass that deflects high in the air. And Bolinskis tracks it down. Up the far side, Anton Lundell looks to muscle it beyond the line. Couldn't do it. Now Bolinskis deep inside the Panthers' end. They're walking around the back of the net. Heads up the near side. Spots Anton Lundell across center. It's played in. On to our left, rims around the end boards. Jesper Boquist on the far side. He'll give to Luostarinen. Luostarinen over in that far corner. He'll have it on the far side. Placed off the line. Nate Schmidt across. Uvas Bolinskis. A drive, and that's high of the net. Out of the far corner. It's chopped along by Leddy, and with some help from Bolduc, it's clear. Bolinskis. Pass across. Falk bats it away. Swing and a miss for Matthew Joseph, but Sundqvist will have control. He sends it down to our right inside the Panthers' head. Uvas Bolinskis takes a shove behind the net. Nate Schmidt able to pop it out to the neutral zone. And around center, Nathan Walker drops it back, and Ryan Suter will take over. Suter. Pass up the near side, deflected along by Toropchenko. Loose inside the Panthers line. Bolinskis pops it into the neutral zone here on the near side. It's Bennett. Over the line, offside call against the Panthers that time. 17-15 left here in the third. 2-2 is the score. Panthers and the St. Louis Blues here tonight. End of the season series for the two teams. In opposite conferences, they play twice annually. Face off here on the near side, just to our left of center, and off the draw, Mikula sends it in. Around the end boards, poked that far side, out the line. Kulikov kept it in, second chance. The Blues get a clear from Faksa. Off the near boards, Mikula pushed it along, taken back by Faksa. He'll give to center ice Broberg. The defenseman jumps in the rush, dumps it down. Kulikov behind the net. Faksa poked it away. Scramble here in the near corner. Bennett back to help out. He's got control. Up the near side for Rodriguez. Nudged it into the neutral zone. And then eventually it's Kachuk to send it down to our left. Leddy back behind the net for the Blues. Pass across. That one missed the mark. Forsling sends it back the other way. Now off a couple of bounces. The puck winds up deep inside the Blues' end. Near corner. Barkov tried to send it out front. Taken away. Thomas out of the zone for St. Louis. Gets out towards center ice. Couldn't advance the puck, and now Leddy does. Pass right side. Buchnevich in over the Panthers line. Short feed. Thomas looking for somewhere to put it. He's on his backhand. Thomas Goes along the near side. Kyrou backs up toward the line. A long shot deflects away off a Panther. Picked up and cleared by Ekblad. All the way down to our left, and that'll bring up an icing call against the Panthers. 16:05 to go. Third period. 2-2 is the score, mentioning Nick Leddy. Last game, that Blues overtime loss to Edmonton was a return for him. He was out from October 17th to February 2nd. So went down early in the year, made his return last game. Missed a massive chunk of the season. Played over 1,000 games in his career. Now to the high slot, a shot from Fowler, and that one deflects away and winds up in the mesh. After that one deflected. Out of play, we'll have a face-off coming up, 2-2. 15:58 to go here in the third. 27-20 are the shots on net in the Panthers' favor. The shot attempts, for what that's worth, also more dramatically in the Panthers' favor. Face off in the near circle down to our right inside the Panthers zone. Anton Lundell, Dylan Holloway on for the draw. The Blues have it. Falka's shot deflects away. Far corner. Boquist. He'll clear for the Panthers, and backtracking for St. Louis Falk. Cross ice to Schenn. Schenn to center ice. Holloway dodges a check. Heads in over the Panthers blue line. Holloway dropped it back. Left circle a shot, and Leddy stopped by Knight. Walker knocked it away to the far corner. Over on that far side then. Blues try to settle down control of the puck, but it's turned over, and Eetu Luostarinen hands it up the far wing. Lundell into the far circle, catching up his Falk for the Blues. He'll grab control back for St. Louis. Fails to clear, though. Lundell rolls it to the net. Jesper Boquist hands it back out to the line. Polinskis couldn't get what he wanted on the shot. It goes wide. And here on the near side, Falk will trip it along for Dylan Holloway. Holloway left side. Neighbors in. Saucer pass out front, broken up by Polinskis. Transition feed to Lundell. He'll hammer it off the far boards. Clears to center for the Panthers. They'll get a change. Broberg backed up for St. Louis. Broberg looks across the near side. Bolduc heads in over the Panthers line. Lost control of the puck. Nosek tried to clear into traffic. It's held in along the near side. Matthew Joseph to the corner. Here on the near boards, Greer pounds it along. The Blues take it back. Broberg, Joseph, right circle, has room. Cuts to the front of the net. He had it poked away. Out to the far point then. It's Joseph to hammer it down behind the Panthers goal. Nate Schmidt looks to clear. And that's kept in by Suter over on the far side. Panthers regather control. It's played cross ice. Not clear. Broberg down to the corner there. Sundqvist. He'll be tied up here on the near boards. Nosek comes away with the puck, takes it around the back of the net, off to the far side, banks it ahead. Greer will send it down to our left. And with that, we have a stoppage in play. 14-14 left in the third. And it's going to be an icing call against the Panthers. 14-14 left, third period. 2-2 is the score. Face off here in the near circle down to our left. Nosek against Thomas. Thomas gets it back. Parayko near side. Down along the boards. Buchnevich into the corner. Robert Thomas. Out front. Buchnevich put it off the side of the netting. Close there, an opportunity. Now off to the far boards. Fowler fumbles one away. Kyrou backed out to the neutral zone. Panthers get a partial change. Kyrou works back in for St. Louis. Near side Parayko. Thomas right side. Looks out front. Couldn't connect on a pass to Buchnevich. Puck picked up. Sent along by Tkachuk. Too far for Greer. And out of the net comes Hofer. He'll wind it around the end boards. And he'll fling it around for Fowler. To center ice Parayko. Quick transition for the Blues up the right side. It's the big defenseman Parayko carrying it down behind the net. He's running too hard by Mikula. The Panthers able to work out to their own end. Tkachuk to Bennett. Center ice Bennett. Left side, it's Rodriguez to the net alone. A shot! Oh, what a save made by Hofer! And he's able to sprawl on it. He covers up. Evan Rodriguez took it to the net. All of a sudden, he was all alone. Got around Buchnevich, who was the last man back. That's a forward, the last man back defensively. And Rodriguez tried to outweight Hofer, and he just about did. He tried to go up high, but there's the wingspan of the 6'5" Hofer coming into play. He makes a brilliant glove save to keep the game tied at 2. 13:24 to go in the third. Back in a moment on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in the zone,
So what if I need a new one? We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Are you facing an unexpected financial emergency? You need WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com could help you get up to $3,000 fast. WeFixMoney.com is free to use, available 24/7, and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to the name you trust, WeFixMoney.com. If you need emergency cash up to $3,000 for bills or anything else, type WeFixMoney.com directly in your browser. That's WeFixMoney.com.
13:24 to go, third period, 2-2. Panthers and the St. Louis Blues here in St. Louis. Face off down to our left, far circle inside the Blues zone. The last goal scored in this game was in the early half of the second period. Sundqvist at the 5:18 mark on the power play for the Blues. That tied the game. And there's been no scoring since. It was 2-1 Panthers after 20 minutes of play. Face off in the far circle. So back to work. It's Bennett, Rodriguez, and Tkachuk. They had that big opportunity right before the commercial break. This time the Blues control the draw, and it's cleared down. Bounced down to our right by Nathan Walker. He's run into by Forsling. High up on the end boards. Rodriguez back to help out. On for Bennett, and he will hand one on for Tkachuk. Walk it along down to our left inside the Blues zone. Tkachuk spun away from a hit from Faksa. And now the Blues clear from their own zone down to our right. It's Ekblad straight on Bennett. Gives to Tkachuk. Right side Bennett. In over the line, right side, nifty move, cuts out. Boom! Couldn't get what he wanted on the shot as he had a couple of defenders right there on him. Broberg back behind the net for St. Louis. Backhands it along. Pushed off the near boards. Faksa has it for St. Louis. Backhand out to center. Gloved by Ekblad. Ekblad down to our right for the Panthers. Has some time. Both teams with a bit of a change in the personnel here. Ekblad to Mikkola. Mikkola will carry it along. He'll give to Ekblad right side. Floats it along. Backhanded down to our left by Reinhart. Cut off by Fowler around the end board. Parayko ripped away by Verhaeghe. Tie up here in the near corner. Reinhart has it. Near point, Nico Mikkola. Down into the near circle. Barkov with a backhand. Reinhart across. Kulikov shot left hand save made by Hofer, and the puck cleared by Fowler. Mikkola down at center gives to Kulikov. Panthers getting some chances here as this third period goes along, but now in go the Blues. They're going to look for one. Holloway, then Neighbors has shot it, deflects away. Off to the far corner, Barkov. Laid out to the neutral zone, Fowler to Parayko. Back in quickly come the Blues. Holloway to Shen. He couldn't hang on to it. Uvis Molinskis off the glass, gets the clear. And Fowler backed up down to our left. Cross ice Parayko. Gains center and drills it in on a sapper around the inboards. It goes far side. Hopped over the stick of Schmidt. He'll get it back from Boquist. Across the ice, Molinskis. On for the Wolverine and let him a hair too far. And the Blues bolt back in. Now along the near side, Schmidt into a tie-up. Protects the puck from the hard-charging Matt Joseph. Around the end boards it goes, out to the line. The Panthers get it out. It's Jesper Boquist across, out of the reach of the Wolverine. Down to our left, Matthew Joseph, and it's in the Wolverine, and they battle for it. Here on the near side, Joseph in the corner. Wings it back behind the Blues net, far side, Nick Leddy. Up the far wing for Sundqvist. He batted at the center, stolen back. In go the Panthers. Lundell drills it in from the blue line. Here on the near side, it's Leddy. Into neutral line. Puck takes a bounce. Ekblad up the near side. A little far for Bennett. And the Blues will push it back through the neutral zone. Joseph got it in over the Panthers line. Evan Rodriguez back the other way. Near side for Tkachuk. Angled down to our left, deep inside the St. Louis zone. Hofer around the the end boards. He will get the clear. It goes all the way down to our right. And nobody's going to touch this one. It goes the length of the ice. 10:33 to go in the third period. Icing call against St. Louis. 2-2 to score. Knight and Hofer, both pretty good goaltending performances tonight. And we're starting to get into that next goal wins territory, the way this one's gone along. Next one's going to be a big one for whoever can come up with it. Wilbur sends it around. Far side of the ice, Kyrou gives to Thomas. He'll march in for St. Louis. Catching up to the play, Reinhardt able to bat the puck away. Stays inside the Panthers zone, though. Forsling will have control. And he's going to flutter one out to the neutral zone. Gets it out for the Panthers. Parayko. Pass here on the near side for Thomas. Buchnevich takes over. Gives to Fowler. Fowler backpedals to his own blue line. Pass far side. Missed the mark for Hagee. Pressured on the far boards. Hands it on for Barkov. Barkov along the right wing. He's got two blues on him. Gave it to Verhage, who had it poked away by Fowler. Now over on the far side, Buchnevich to Thomas. He's got a lane for St. Louis up the left wing. Thomas, front of the net, has time, and he airmailed it. Too high, had an opportunity. Tried to go high stick side against Spencer Knight. Went too high. It stays in play off the glass. 9:43 to go here in the third period. 2-2 is the score. Panthers out of their own end. Right to left across your radio. Mikkola to Lundell. Handed back for Mikkola. Poked away around center. Ethan Walker chips it over the Panthers line. Dmitry Kulikov, far side of the ice. Lundell for Kulikov, near side it's Louis Dorinin. And he'll angle it down to our left, deep inside the blue zone. Back behind the net there. Off four along the end boards. Falk over on the far side. Lundell keeps it for the Panthers. Took it away, gave it to Valencius across Kulikov. One shot, and that one redirects wide. Out of the far corner, it's Lundell. Has a man on him, that's Nathan Walker. Walker over on the far side. He'll carry it up the far boards. Louis Dorinin does a good job sticking to him there. 2-on-2 battle along the far side of the ice as the Blues have yet to get it out beyond their blue line. Here comes Matthew Tkachuk trying to break things free. And puck did come free. Fox have got it out. Everybody was into a tie. Matthew Tkachuk just went in there like a wrecking ball. Now back in go the Panthers. It's sent down to our left by Rodriguez. In the near corner, it's Parayko. Up the boards, and Bennett took over beyond the blue line, tried to rip it back in. Offside call. 8:32 to go in the third. 2-2 here in St. Louis. We'll bring it back for more in a moment on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
Have you heard about El Car Wash? The official car wash of the Florida Panthers. For less than the price of a tank of gas, you can enjoy unlimited express car washes at all 40-plus locations from Miami to Palm Beach to Naples and Orlando. If you are on your way to work, having a night on the town, or just need the refreshing feeling of a sparkly clean car, come through one of our eco-friendly and state-of-the-art locations for a high-quality, fast, and fun wash. Visit lcarwash.com to find the location nearest you. Join, wash, save. El Car Wash. Feel good, drive clean. Make pet care stress-free with Pet Meds, official partner of the Florida Panthers and trusted platform for pet health. From puppies and kittens to seniors, Pet Meds offers top brands for healthy foods, flea and tick prevention, medications, and more. Every order comes with a surprise for your furry family. Don't miss Dr. Cuddle's Ready Rescue, a must-have detoxifier for emergencies. Visit petmeds.com and use promo code Panthers for 20% off site-wide. Pet Meds, care you trust to keep pets happy and healthy throughout their lives.
The moves the Panthers make on the ice count. American Van Lines knows the moves you make count the most. As the official mover of the Florida Panthers, we always want to win by providing you with the most hassle-free move of your life. I'm Anthony DeSorbo, owner of American Van Lines. When it's time to move, give us a call because we'll give you a solid upfront quote that you can count on. When the time is short and you need to make a move, depend on our pros at American Van Lines. Go Panthers and move with the champs, American Van Lines.
8:32 to play, third period, 2-2, Panthers and the Blues here in St. Louis. And official word from Panthers PR, Mackie Samoskevich will not return tonight due to an upper body injury. So a tough break there because he'd missed the last three with an illness, got back in, made an impact. We haven't seen him in quite some time, and logged just 6 minutes, 43 seconds. Played 11 shifts tonight, but not going to return here this evening. It's been made official there. Puck played down to our right inside the Panthers zone. He does have a goal in this game.
Now the Panthers get a clear. It's sent back along. Falk near side. Sundqvist played down to our right into the corner. Ekblad near side. Had it pushed away behind the Panthers net down to our right. Here's Bennett, far side of the ice. He'll bring it along right to left across your radio. Bennett over the Blues logo. Right side pitch shot. Back toward Bennett. Just missed him on the feed there. Off the end boards, a lively hop. Falk on for Sundqvist. Up the near side. Bolduc couldn't quite receive that one. It's caught up to by Rodriguez. Played over the Blues line. Now back out from the Blues. It's Joseph. Right side for Bolduc. He's knocked down hard by Ekblad here on the near side of the ice. He'd dump it behind the net. Forsling scoots out from behind the goal. Out to center. It's dumped in by Forsling. Down around the end boards. Far side. Fowler poked it along. Panthers keep it in. Reinhardt around the end wall. Mikula near side. Down to the corner. Then it's Reinhardt here on the near boards. Tried to center for Barkov. The pass broken up. It's cleared by Parayko. Down into the Panthers zone. Mikula around the back of the net. Backhand sent into the neutral zone. Inside the Blues line, Parayko hammers it back the other way. Up the near side, it's Buchnevich past the center. Reinhardt broke that up. Mikula back to Reinhardt. Over the offensive line. Left side, Verhaeghe off his feet. Nearly was able to shift that one to his stick. Now here on the near side, it's Barkov into a tie-up. Along the boards, got a feed out to Mikula. From the near point, put it down behind the net. Hope for the goaltender out to play it. Held onto it for a split second there. And eventually, it's tossed onto the zone by Buchnevich. Back into the Panthers zone, it's Mikula. On the near side, Reinhardt had it poked away, and Holloway cruising in for the Blues. Heels off near boards, dishes one back to the line, and it hops out of the zone. The Blues will be forced to reload. Broberg far side, he'll dump it in. Around the end boards it goes, and we've got a whistle, and looks like a face-off upcoming here. An offside call, it would appear, against the St. Louis Blues. 6:36 to go, third period. Tight one here in St. Louis, 2-2 to score. Things really settled in after the first period. 2-1 Panthers through one, and the offense has been tough to come by for both teams since. Pass from Forsling to Ekblad, bounced away. Ekblad recovers, sends it up the boards. Louis Turinen across center. No, they say he didn't quite get to center. He dumped it down. It's going to be an icing call. So now, a face-off coming inside the Panthers zone. Down to our right. 2-2 is the score. Getting into the late stages. Draw to the right, the stick side of Spencer Knight. And following the face-off, the Panthers have control. It's Ekblad. He'll loft it into the neutral zone. Knocked out of midair by Louis Turinen. Pushed up to the offensive line. The Blues regather, and Suter will play it up that far side. Ekblad gives to Lundell. Spun down wide of the net. Hofer takes over. The goaltender hands it along. Shen banks it off the near boards. Too far for Neighbors. Back by Forsling to Lundell. Near side, Jesper Boquist stood up by Broberg. And then as Suter tried to clear, couldn't do it. Lundell a shot and a stick save made by Hofer. That one deflects up and out of play. 5:53 to go, third period. Broberg a bit shaken up from a collision during that sequence. 5:53 to go in the third. 2-2 is the score. We will bring it back for the rest of this one next on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
We often welcome people as a standard greeting. It's become as common as greeting another with a hello. At Baptist Health, being welcome has far deeper meaning. So welcome to the warmer side of care, where we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts all close to home. Here, the sun shines through each one of us as we stand by each one of you. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Metro Group Miami, corporate partner of the Florida Panthers. The home of Metro Signs and Metro Wraps has been South Florida's business choice for quality signs and graphics for over 34 years. No sign is too big or too small for the experts at Metro. They bring brands to life. Call them today, 954-983-6662, 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to learn what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, your everything team.
We have some breaking news that you Panthers fans are going to want to hear. It's official. SeatGeek is now the official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. That's right, the deal is finalized and SeatGeek is the newest member of the Panthers family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it, because you'll be hearing it a lot more this season. SeatGeek, the new official ticketing partner of the Florida Panthers. Your ticket to great Panthers seats.
5:53 to go here in the third period. 2-2 is the score. It's the Panthers and the St. Louis Blues here at Enterprise Center in St. Louis tonight. No scoring here in this third period. Faceoffs could be in the near circle down to our left inside the Blues zone. Well, the Panthers have played 10 straight games that have been decided in regulation. Here's Ekblad near side, a shot, and that one pushed away by Hofer. As always, you'd love to get it done in regulation. Tonight, though, the Panthers just need to get the 2 points. That was Matt Tkachuk's emphasis coming in. Number after morning skate. Here's a shot from the right side. And Reinhardt's attempt. Walk it away by Hofer. In the near corner, Fowler. Backhands it up the near side. Ekblad, a hit on Buchnevich to the line. Barkov, long try wide. Over on the far boards. Thomas and Forsling get there at the same time. And then the puck pops free. Fowler around the end boards. And out of the near corner, it's handed along by Parayko. Kyrou across center. Offs it deep into the Panthers zone. Thomas there first for St. Louis. Barkov almost puts it away. Thomas clings to it. And then Kyrou has it behind the net. Thomas in the far corner. Pass up top, and it's fumbled away by Nick Leddy. So the Blues reset the neutral zone. Leddy and Falk back and forth. Inside 5 minutes to play in the third. Game tied at 2. Up the far side, Leddy. Pushed down to our right by Torpchenko. Kulikov kept it to the outside. In the neutral zone, Leddy. Quick transition feed from center ice. Gave it to Foxa. It's played down to our right. On the end boards, Foxa there first. Tries to work it out front. Bounces Nathan Walker. Out to the far point. Leddy there. Leddy plays it back down behind the net. Neighbors. Now it's Torpchenko over on the far side for St. Louis. He lost it. And the Panthers get a clear from Rodriguez down to our right. 4:21 to go here in the third. 2-2 is the score. Panthers and the St. Louis Blues. From behind the St. Louis net, left to right across the radio, it's Falk to Shen, left wing side, in go the Blues. Holloway sends it around the end wall. Here on the near side, battle for a loose puck. Neighbors held it in for a moment. Louis Storinen able to muscle it out beyond the Panthers line. In come the Blues quickly. Holloway up the right side, looks to play it down low. Schmidt cut it off, gave it on for Jesper Boquist. Outlet to Anton Lundell across center. And he'll float one down cross corner. A race for Louis Storinen in there. Will be tied up by Broberg on the end wall. 2-on-2 battle then along the end boards. Anton Lundell has it. Backhand feed Forsling near point. Looks off to Lundell near circle. Lundell backpedals, lofts it to the net, and that one deflects away. Over in the far corner, swatted out of the zone by Broberg, and a race down to our right. Forsling, a step on Holloway. He'll get there first. 3:23 left in the third. 2-2 is the score here in St. Louis. Los Ice Ekblad. Up the right wing, here's Sam Reinhart into the offensive end. Far circular shot, and it's gloved down by Hofer. For Joel Hofer, the Blues netminder, his 31st save of the hockey game. Hofer has been the busier of the two goaltenders in tonight's game. The Panthers out shooting St. Louis by a 33-21 margin. Face-off, far circle down to our left. Reinhart against Thomas. And off the draw, the Panthers a chance of control, but Kyrou jumps on a loose puck, and he'll cruise into the neutral zone, dumps it in from the Blues logo to the near corner. On it is Forsling. Off the glass, Parayko holds it in for St. Louis, fires it down to the far corner. Ekblad takes over under some pressure. A clean outlet to Reinhart, gives to Verhaeghe. It's in, a shot, and it's seen all the way and hauled in by Hofer. 2:51 to go here in the third. 2-2 the score. Well, the last time these two teams played, December 20th in Sunrise, the Panthers won that game 2-1 in overtime. So based on that game, which was a while ago now, not quite 2 months, but a chunk of time's passed since then, and this one looking a lot like that one did. So perhaps we should have expected
something like this. A tight one here in St. Louis tonight. Near circle down to our left. Rodriguez will take the offensive end draw. As I mentioned, the Panthers have played 10 straight games that have been decided in regulation. January 14th was their last time into overtime. Game against New Jersey. Puck played into the neutral zone and down to our right. Kulikov from the Panthers blue line bats it back into neutral ice before Shen flings it along the far boards for St. Louis. So action down to our right inside the Panthers zone. Nico Nicola looks up control of the puck. Pass up the near side. Rodriguez gets it out beyond his own blue line before it's dumped back in by Falk. Spencer Knight behind the Panthers net. Knight gives to Kulikov. And he mishandles one far corner, but Bennett there to intercept a centering pass from Holloway. Bennett to the neutral zone. Right side, it's Rodriguez down to the far corner. Leddy against him. Bennett to help out. He's bumped into. Loose along the far boards. Rodriguez finds Kachuk behind the net. Kachuk protects the puck from Falk, but in comes Sundqvist. Will grab control. Gives it on for Holloway. And then on the near side, Shen pops it over the Panthers blue line. 2 minutes to play here in this third period. A game tied at 2 here in St. Louis tonight. Forsling up the right side. It's Aaron Ekblad. Into the neutral zone, gains center, plays it in. Around the end boards, rolling puck near corner, race forward, Anton Lundell. He's tied up on the end boards. Loose puck, Lundell able to come away with it. Out to the line, Forsling holds, thinks about a shot, lets it go, it deflects Ron. Back behind the net, Broberg on it for the Blues. He'll toss it into the neutral zone. Backhanded along once again by Ekblad down to our left. Shooter from behind the net, pass far side, Broberg. Onto the zone quickly. Here come the Blues, Nathan Walker. Right side, Foxa. Backhanded toward the net. It hit a man. Kulikov, a hard hit on Walker on the end boards. And then it turns into a 2-on-2 scrum down along the end wall. 1:14 to go here in the third period. This game tied at 2 here in St. Louis. The puck caught up on the end wall as Torpchenko for St. Louis is trying to jar it free. Kulikov has it held up, it looks like. And now some shoving here for Higgy and Foxa into a bit of a tussle. Torpchenko to Parayko, a drive. It's wide. Far point. Fowler kept it in. Down behind the net. And Nathan Walker's got to make a dash to the bench. Had his helmet knocked off, so he's got to head over to the bench. The Blues get a partial change. So do the Panthers. 41 seconds to go. Third period. 2-2 is our score here in St. Louis tonight. Kulikov. Pass up the right side. Reinhart had it poked away. And unable to advance it was Fowler. Now up the ice come the Panthers. It's Reinhart right side. Offside called. So a face-off upcoming. And with 28.2 seconds left in the third, 2-2 to score. Nathan Walker's helmet gathered by the official. Behind the net, it's one of our linesmen there. Able to go back and give him a hand. Face off far side of the ice, just to our left of center. 28.2 seconds left, third period. 2-2 our score. Forsling. He'll have it here on the near side of the ice. Long shot wide of the Blues net. Lively bounce off the end boards. 20 seconds in regulation time. Barkov here on the near side. Barkov looking out front. Reinhart has shot. He couldn't get it through. Second chance, he scores! Sam Reinhart gives the Panthers a 3-2 lead with 11.8 seconds to go in regulation time. Reinhardt's first shot didn't get through, but he picked it up and let it rip, and the follow-up try gets by Hofer. And the Panthers take a 3-2 lead with 11.8 on the clock. Sam Reinhart, his 32nd of the year. And what a big one it is here tonight in St. Louis. So now it looks like St. Louis is using their timeout. And I tell you what, if the Panthers can grind this thing out in regulation, what a win this would be to grind out here on the road. Over on the Panthers bench during the Blues timeout, Sylvain Lefebvre has the whole group gathered around, going over the potential scenarios here, how to navigate the final 11.8 seconds to protect this one-goal lead. Over on the Blues bench, well,
if you're on the Blues side of things, that's got to take the wind out of your sails. 3-2 Panthers, 11.8 seconds to go. Barkov against Shen at center ice. The Blues net empty, so the extra attacker is on for St. Louis. Sam Reinhart in the very late stages breaks the 2-2 tie. The Blues have it off the draw. Parayko sends it down, and this is going to be an icing call. He wasn't to center. So the clock will be down to 7.9 seconds. Hofer's going to head back into the net. Face-off near circle down to our left. We've seen Patrick Law do it this year with the Islanders. Hold the goaltender with a defensive end draw. It doesn't look like Jim Montgomery's going to be quite as bold. Barkov against Thomas on the draw. Parayko clears, 5 seconds. On go the Blues. A shot is blocked over on the far side. The final seconds tick away as Ekblad had gotten in the way of that Holloway shot. The final seconds tick off the clock, and the Panthers win it tonight in dramatic fashion here in St. Louis. Sam Reinhart with 11.8 seconds to go. The eventual game-winning goal, and the Panthers take it 3-2 over the Blues here this evening. So a 3-2 win in St. Louis to close out the trip, and it's a thriller tonight here in St. Louis. A victorious edition of the Cats Recap Show coming up next, right here on the Florida Panthers Radio Network, presented by Baptist Health.
This has been Florida Panthers Hockey. The team coverage doesn't stop now. More with a Cats Recap Show coming up on the Florida Panthers Radio Network.
Presented by Baptist Health.
Hey Panthers fans, looking for an unforgettable group experience? Team up and score more with Florida Panthers group tickets. Whether it's for corporate outings, school trips, or a fun night out with friends, nothing beats the excitement of live hockey at Amerant Bank Arena. Get exclusive benefits like ticket savings, priority seating, and access to VIP experiences. Don't miss out on the action. Secure your group spot today. Visit FloridaPanthers.com or call 954-835-PUCK to learn more.
Panthers fans, score big on game day at Stoner's Pizza.